Hey, what's going on? It's Inventor here, readying another character on the Diablo 4 Season 12 PTR. Here I have the Dance of Knives Rogue doing a level 1 to 60, and then Torment 1 to 4. Like it has been in past seasons, this build is one of the fastest, if not the fastest, leveling build to solo level your first character from 1 to 60. Today, I also wanted to try using the fastest leveling method I know of, which is to run through the Vessel of Hatred campaign. Essentially, this is the fastest leveling method and build I know of combined, so we'll see how fast I can get to level 60 here. Season 12 has no name, but introduces bloodied sigils, bloodied items, and kill streaks. Bloodied sigils are very useful as an alternative method to fight bosses for uniques, but the bloodied items and kill streaks have been rather lackluster so far. It's time for me to start, and like I said before, I will start with the Vessel of Hatred campaign. I'll use normal mode for the whole run, because the campaign XP does not scale with the difficulty, so higher difficulties are a waste of time for this leveling method. Note that this is the PTR, meaning that everything is subject to change, and also, I was able to reset my account's progress, therefore I can start with nothing on this character. So, I have no skill points to start with, since these are unlocked via the season journey, which is unavailable on the PTR. You can see at the top of the screen here, there is no option for the season journey. Now, my initial checklist. First things first, if this was your second character, remember to turn in your reward caches and as you get them, as well as the smoldering ashes that come with the season journey. There's no more renown, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And as you come across elixirs and incense, or even when you reach level 10, you can just make your own, but make sure to have those up whenever you can. Here's the fun part, the aspects in tempering for this build. Well, tempering recipes, there's actually quite a few to look out for. The one that I care about the most right now while leveling is just natural finesse, because we get this to start off, but also it gives damage, which is, of course, generally quite helpful. But later on down the line, I'll probably want to get things like Cutthroat Finesse, so I can get more attack speed and crit chance, which will be much more helpful for my Dance of Knives as a multiplicative damage modifier. So that is for offensive. For defensive, it is nice to have some natural resistance or concealment, cooldown reduction, or also max life if you can get the legendary version. It could also be quite useful. So armor, life, resistance, or concealment cooldown reduction can all be very helpful. For utility, usually I prefer going with Alchemist Control. I don't really prioritize utility too much for the Dance of Knives Rogue. And then for mobility, movement speed is fine to start off. Later on, you can consider getting some of the other affixes that are available, like movement speed per Dark Shroud Shadow or something if you wanted to tweak my build, but typically movement speed is good enough for me. And last but not least, of course, for weapons, you definitely want to have chance for Dance of Knives to deal double damage. That one's kind of a given. Occasionally, you may end up going over 100%, so if you already have 100% on your weapons for a chance for Dance of Knives to deal double damage, then you can consider augmenting your weapons with something like Elemental Surge instead, just so you get a little bit of extra damage on a lucky hit. So that's for tempering. Now, aspects is where things get even more interesting, because for my build, I'm not going to go over all of them. I think the two to look out for, like the two types of aspects to look out for, are mobility aspects. Like Nebulous Bruise is a pretty good one. Every 20 meters you travel refills a healing potion. That is probably the most important non-offensive aspect for this build. But alternative to that, aspect of Slaughter isn't the worst. I'm trying to see Wind Striker aspect. Sorry, I meant Wind Striker aspect. Wind Striker aspect because crit strikes grant movement speed. This one can be helpful, just something that gives you a bit of extra speed. I'm not going to go over utility resource or utility and resource too much. I don't think that this build needs those nearly as much as offensive and mobility. There's another aspect, I think, for concealment. Let me just find it. Yeah, resistant assailant is quite helpful in the defensive category. And then that leads me to the offensive tab. Now, for the offensive aspects, so there's actually quite a few options. I don't want to go over every available option. Like, there's like one or two aspects that work with Dance of Knives specifically, but there's other ones that improve like cutthroat skills, or I think synergy aspect here. Yeah, if you use an agility skill, it reduces the cooldown of your next subterfuge skill. Using a subterfuge skill increases the damage of your next agility skill. Well, Dance of Knives is a cutthroat skill. It's also an agility skill, so you can use synergy with it. And then there's a couple of other aspects that can help too. Aspect of Elemental Fate will boost damage based on which elements are selected. Inner Calm can help. And then there's even a couple for imbuement. So there's actually quite a few ways to get a Dance of Knives Rogue's damage multipliers up and going, leading up to the Torment tiers, but one of the drawbacks is that most of the aspects that you would want are not actually available or unlockable via dungeons. And then even when you do make it into Torment tiers, there's actually a few uniques that could be more worthwhile to pick up than aspects. So things like, I don't remember the name of the new unique that just got released, but there's one unique that got released, which is like, oh, well, if an enemy is isolated, you do like 60% more damage or something like that. I would probably take that on this build now in place of some of the other aspects I've used before. I didn't really look into it in great detail, but I'll take a closer look when I get to Paragon and see what I have available when it comes time to try to push Pit 55 to unlock Torment 4. Alright, so that's for aspects and tempering, and then for skills, of course, I don't have any skill points, but I would prioritize trying to unlock Dance of Knives. That is within 2 skill points, which is nice. Then after I get Dance of Knives and Dance of Knives and then Discipline Dance of Knives, and Enhanced Dance of Knives, I guess. Then I can start trying to pick up things like Concealment. Shadow Imbuement gives a great amount of AoE while leveling up. Shadow Clone, so I can get some extra damage out of that. And Smoke Grenade is kind of nice too, because I can get increased damage off of Smoke Grenade. Oh yeah, and Caltrops. Those are usually the skills that I use. Oh yeah, Caltrops gives me increased damage and crit chance. So those are usually the skills that I run on my build, at least when I'm going through my leveling from 1 to 60. And then the rest of my points go into passive damage modifiers, things like Unstable Elixirs, Trick Attacks, and so on. So that's for skills. Now, it's time for me to actually get started on the gameplay. I will take a moment here to open up my wardrobe and put on... I don't know which pet I think it's this one. I think Alefta is the new one. Oh, that's a cool looking pet. So yeah, always remember to have your pet active, because the pet will actually pick up items on your behalf, and that saves you a lot of time when you're trying to go through. Well, when you're trying to go through the game, and there's like a bunch of items that drop, and yeah, your pet can just pick them all up for you. All right, there we go. Gonna look nice and stylish too. There you go. And might as well get a nice little mount too while I'm at it. Sure. Okay, there we are. Starting things off strong with an equipped pet and looking stylish. The other thing I would normally suggest is to hire a mercenary, but as you can see here, I don't have a mercenary available because I am starting with the Vessel of Hatred campaign, and I'll only unlock a mercenary after or as I go through the Vessel of Hatred campaign. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's officially about time to begin. Let me just make a note here that I am starting at this specific timestamp. And yeah, first thing to do is to go to this campaign quest, Rekindled Faith. So yeah, I'm going to officially begin now, now that I have a good benchmark on when to start. So this is where the gameplay officially begins, about 16 minutes and 30 seconds into my stream. And speak with locals, what's going on here. And then, of course, there's going to be a cinematic, which ideally I can skip. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get past all this. Nice. And then, of course, there's Urivar. I'm going to be picking up XP just by going through the dialogue and just by doing the objectives for the campaign. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's going to be for the leveling process. Like, normally I'd have a much more profound... I think that loading times are faster now, so I think it's slightly quicker to just go through here. It's not... Oh, okay, I guess it does still put me through loading screen. Sometimes I can skip past loading screen now with this recent season. Okay, I don't know which of these is best. I'm just trying to get the Dance of Knives, so... yeah, like I was saying, normally I would have something a little more profound for discussing the strategy for leveling. One of the biggest issues I have with doing the Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling method, it tends not to be about an issue of speed nearly so much as there's got to be a faster way to do this. Okay, maybe this is as fast as it gets. This is normal too. Strange. I was expecting to do a bit more damage here. Yeah, once I get Dance of Knives, though, it'll be much, much faster. Okay, Lorith's cabin, and then the big monster is going to spawn. I'm just going to kill this. So, what I was saying earlier was that I don't have an issue with the speed at which I level for the campaign. I actually do think that leveling by the campaign is about as quick as you can go. At least as of the last couple seasons, at least for like a brand new character. Actually, I don't know. I mean, like if you're playing solo, right? Like if you're playing with like a group of people, you can do like Helltide rotations. And, you know, there's a bunch of nuance to that. But in general, like if you're starting off a brand new character, you can, like your first character for the season, then you can go through the Vessel of Hatred campaign storyline, and you can get plenty of XP just by doing that. Now, the thing about the Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling is, generally speaking, I think most people find it boring, repetitive. Some people don't really care that it's boring. Me personally... Hold on, I'm trying to recall how to get through the barricade here. It's been a while since I've done the campaign, so... I think it's this way, yeah. And there's we're here. So the thing is, it's the same every time. Going through the campaign is the same every time you do it. There's not really any variety or variation. You're just going through the same steps again, like over and over again. So I don't really have, like, not just in terms of commentary, but at some point my brain will just like shut down during the run and I'm just going to be mindlessly going and hitting whatever. Oh, okay, nice. Whatever objectives are shown on screen, right? Like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just going from location to location. There's no, it's not like Hell Tides or like running Hell Tides or the campaign. Sorry, it's not like doing Hell Tides or Strongholds or doing any sorts of dungeons. You're really, you really are just going through and doing what the game tells you from like kind of like a step-by-step tutorial almost. And I'm not saying that at all is a bad thing. I'm just saying that I think that that's one of the reasons why uh, I don't think that most people end up suggesting Vessel of Hatred campaign. Heck, I don't even think most people really do it or use it as a leveling method because it's too repetitive, even if it is like quite a bit faster. I think it's a lot faster, and it's like a little easier too. And I'm actually going to use this run to confirm that, right? Because most times when I try to do like overworld leveling, trying to do when I'm trying to do overworld leveling, I'm like running Hell Tides and is it done yet? Yeah, when I'm trying to do overworld leveling via Hell Tides or Strongholds or Whispers, I can usually get from 1 to 60 in like maybe 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours if I'm actively paying attention, something like that. But if I play through the Vessel of Hatred campaign and all that, I can get there a little bit quicker. I'd say like somewhere between 3 to 4 hours. Now, the funny thing is, I think like 2 seasons ago, they actually made some adjustments to the leveling system. Yeah, they actually made some adjustments to the leveling system, and so last time I did the PTR, last time I went through the Vessel of Hatred campaign, I was able to get from 1 to 60 in uh, in about like maybe like 2.5 hours, I think. Like I just needed to finish the Vessel of Hatred campaign. I didn't even need to do all the stuff that, like, just the storyline. I didn't even need to do the stuff that came after, where Ormus might tell the player that, oh, you need to go and hit the stronghold and go through some of uh, these side quests, right? Yeah, none of those. That isn't actually a problem. That isn't actually an issue anymore, or at least the last time I did the Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling on the previous PTR. But again, I don't know if they decided to roll it back, because like the last character I did, my companion druid, I felt like I was actually leveling slower than usual, and I don't know if the reason I was leveling slower than usual was because I was like misremembering, or if it was because they adjusted some of the leveling methods. Okay, I'm gonna go this way then. Feel like I'm making some pretty good progress. Oh, yeah, let me get 2 points into this. To be a bit more specific, uh, resource cost reduction, yeah, I don't need that. I can use this time to adjust my gear. Okay, I'll salvage all these. Well, anyway, yeah. Like I was saying, so the previous run that I did was with the companion druid, and when I was playing the companion druid, I started running strongholds at level 50, uh, due to some, well, for reasons I'm not going to get into. It's not important. So I made it to level 50, and I started running strongholds, and it took me most of the strongholds to reach level 60. That's how it used to be like back in like season 8 or season 9. But I remember like last season on the PTR at least, they had changed it so that if I started strongholds at like level 45, then I would still be able to comfortably reach level 60, or at least this is what I recall. Similarly, with the Vessel of Hatred campaign, I think with some of the XP adjustments they made, I made it from level 1 to 60 in like before the like the storyline was even over, pretty much. So, if indeed it was slower for me to get from 1 to 60 through overworld leveling as compared to the last time I tried it, then that means that they might have slowed down leveling for Vessel of Hatred campaign too. So I'll have a chance to see that with this Dance of Knives rogue. And really what I'm trying to measure is when I finish the seasonal quest line, how close am I to level 60? That's what I'm really paying attention to here. More so than the actual amount of time that elapses. Like, like last time I tried to go through Vessel of Hatred campaign, I was doing it with like a Thorns Barbarian, so I would expect that to be slower than with this character, Dance of Knives Rogue, right? Because Dance of Knives Rogue is excellent for leveling. But the thing is, with the campaign, it doesn't really matter how much time I spend. Like my level or my XP mostly comes from the campaign objectives anyway. So in theory, if I complete the campaign storyline and I'm already level 60, then I know that that they kind of left it, that the campaign leveling at least is the same as it was in the previous PTR. Like more like quicker than before, right? Yeah, could be quicker than before. Um, yeah, no, that's pretty much the idea and the goal here that I have, that I'm trying to go for right now. Even if I'm playing a much faster character. Oh yeah, right. They actually gave me a legendary. They always give a legendary when you reach this point, which is pretty handy. Now, if this were like a second character and I had some aspect, I could like temper on it. It's fine. Temper and imprint onto it. But in this case, that won't be necessary. Again, last time I did the 1 to 60 with the Thorns Barbarian, I just needed to complete the seasonal quest line, and that was all. But now... Okay. Oh, shoot. I think I got a little ahead of myself here. Gotta be careful with getting, like, going on too far ahead here. Okay, what does he say? All over here. Alright. I shall head in then. But yeah, so that's how it goes for the Vessel of Hatred campaign, or in terms of trying to level. I do want to get as much movement speed as I can, but my gear isn't quite at that point yet. I was tempted... Oh, another thing I wanted to discuss. Why did I pick the Dance of Knives rogue? Like, I can kind of go back to talking about the leveling strategy in a bit, but I wanted to have a moment to discuss, like, why did I choose Dance of Knives rogue? Or rather, like, what's so good about Dance of Knives rogue? Now, the thing is, as I mentioned before, Dance of Knives rogue is probably the fastest leveling character that I know of. Either this or I would say, ooh, boss sigils. Oh, okay. I know I'm hopping all over the place, so bear with me. But anytime you come across these, get rid of this. Anytime you come across these boss sigils, you gotta hold on to them. Always gotta hold on to all the boss sigils. I learned this during my companion druid run. Always gotta make room for those and any any sigils that have strong rooms on them, because those are gonna be the fastest ways to get uniques, which are gonna be a huge help for the build. It's also a huge help for, like, okay, I just got like a Nightmare Sigil, right? Okay, this one's Obel's Reserve. Not quite the one I'm looking for, but sometimes they'll give me... They'll actually give me Project Strong Rooms, which I can use to get Obdicite. Hey, Glacial Fissure, so now... I mean, I don't have it memorized, like, all of the items that... Hold on a second. Yeah, I have... Oh, Oldstone's Nightmare Sigil. I'm getting all these Nightmare Sigils. Eventually I'm going to need to salvage all my equipment, but I'm not exactly dying to do that just yet. I will swap out trash items that I have for rares, though. Always got to keep picking up these Nightmare Sigils. And when I get Shadow Imbuement, though, oh, I'm going to be able to blitz through these guys a lot more quickly. So, that'll help. Oh, Ancient Reservoir Nightmare Sigil. Also, being in Dance of Knives form does help me... Ooh. Dance of Knives form does help me go faster, because, yeah, I gain 20% movement speed while channeling Dance of Knives, so that helps. Okay, there's like another seasonal item. I'm guessing it's like another boss sigil. Yeah, see, there's another reason why Dance of Knives Rogue is so good. Like, you can just, like, while I'm running, I actually go faster if I stay in Dance of Knives form, so I'm like killing stuff as I get through, right? If I were playing, let's say, like Companion Druid, I'd be gated by my cooldowns, so it's actually not as efficient to use the Dance of Knives Rogue, or the Companion Druid for leveling. And other types of characters have limitations too, like if I were playing a Sorcerer of some kind, right? If I were to play a Sorcerer of some kind, let's say like a Chain Lightning Sorcerer or an Incinerate Sorcerer, those are very strong characters too. But the problem with those characters is that they are gated by mana costs. My Dance of Knives Rogue is not. It is not limited by that at all. It's only really limited by the number of charges on Dance of Knives, and that does regen. Okay, so to be honest, I'm taking a bit of a detour here. Oh man, my leveling is going to go so much more smoothly once I unlock Imbuments, but anyway. Yeah, that is a lot of sigils, though. I have to take a okay, so first of all, I am on a Bloodbath right now. I want to actually reach 1,000. I just want to see, like, exactly how much XP I get. Like, I'm taking a bit of a detour here, just so I can... potentially see if I get like a huge amount of XP from reaching 1,000, because 1,000 is where the kill streak becomes unique. But I've never actually been able to measure that out in a meaningful way. There you go. Okay, so I reached 1,000. 1,000 kills is a massacre. It's like unique. Oh, does it go around? Oh, okay, well, yeah, got a couple more sigils there. Alright, at this point I'm pretty much maxed out on sigils. Now I want to see exactly how much XP I'm going to end up with. I'm going to stop here for a second. I'm going to toss out some of my items. I'm at 12 point... Oh. The monsters are still hovering around, so... since I'm getting kills from the NPC and from my... well, my, like... Iru and Rahir are getting kills, the NPCs, right? Or as NPCs, so that's why. This streak is still going. Okay, I'm at 12.9. Okay, Rahir is still killing some monsters. Now I'm gonna step back here. This is PTR, so I need to actually test this too, yeah. Ooh, that's actually not bad. I got like a half a level for keeping my streak going for how long did for like over 1,000 kills. So that's good to know. Okay. I'm gonna assume that when the season goes live, that they will not give us this many sigils. I think that's a little bit, yeah, that's like way too many. I was actually commenting on that when I was doing my run with the with a companion druid too, right? I yeah, I can't imagine they're gonna give us this many when the season goes live. They probably need to make some adjustments the uh, to the number of sigils that actually drop. But the ones that I want in particular are, uh, well, for the Nightmare sigils, I want Treasure Breach and Herodic Strong Rooms. And then, well, for the boss sigils right now, I'm really just farming as many boss sigils as I can get, so that later I can kind of run them in rotation to get everything that, well, everything that they have to throw at me, essentially. So that's kind of how I feel. So. Alright, yeah, that was quite a detour. I'm gonna try to get to the end here, and I'm hoping that this will save me a trip back to town. It probably would have been faster for me to just... Actually, let me do this. Let me actually make some adjustments to my gear now, rather than later. Yeah. I mean, that's good to know. If this were like the live season, I wouldn't have gone back just to check out the kill streak, right? But I need to actually test stuff out on this BTR too, so that I know kind of what to expect. Oh wow, just got annihilated. Like there was no chance there. All right, search away into for the way into the den with allies. It's supposed to be this rope, but I don't know why. Rahir is ignoring me. Okay. Or is it this? I think it's this rope, actually. Alright. It's my only helm, so... Crit chance, I would use this over my old one, because it's got crit chance. So I'm gonna head into the den. And then I think that there's some dialogue, so... I'm gonna let him talk for a bit. Crit chance, nice. And then this amulet I can use to replace the gray one that I have. So now, let me talk to Rahir. Now going back to Gyakul. Oh, and I have to trigger the waypoint, of course. And he's gonna keep talking. I'm gonna use this opportunity to salvage my items. That's why I didn't go back to town right away. I figured I could use the downtime in the dialogue to get rid of my items while he's still talking. Resource cost reduction, I don't need that. Okay, perfect. And then I can... Oh, thank you, truly don't you need time to heal and rest. And I get a little bit of XP. And then I think this is where the others will show up. Crit strike chance. Oh, there you go. Okay. I think now I can get concealment. Here we go. Breaking concealment causes all skills to be guaranteed critical strikes and makes enemies vulnerable. So I'll probably grab that. And then I'm going to try to grab Smoke Grenade. And then I'm going to go for Shadow Imbuement. And that's going to be a massive power spike. Or at least a big AoE spike, if you want to call it that. Alright, so now that I have all of these guys active, the go-to person that I should use for this, at least for level 1 to 60, is Subo. Can't really go wrong with Subo. And then the other one, I guess I could use Aldkin. These are the two that I usually use nowadays. I used to use Rahir back when you would cap out at like 1,000 armor, so I'd use Rahir to help me reach the resistance cap. But now the game has changed, so there isn't really an upper limit, right? So I find Subo to be a lot more important. I mean, Variana. Well, Variana also gives attack speed. That could also boost Dance of Knives, so she's not really a bad pick either. Actually, I might consider using her instead. This last one grants 10% attack speed for the same duration. I could maybe use that if I'm lucky. Sure, why not? So yeah, that's for unlocking the mercenary. So now I can actually use their skills and get the report rewards. Nice. And then from here on out, I can just continue the leveling process. I've also tested the kill streaks. I kind of have a good idea as to how much XP I could expect to get. Got like a level up's worth of XP, or half a level, I believe. Okay, here's the path to where this objective is completed, I believe. Trying to remember. Oh, is this this path is blocked off. I have to find another route. Hey, Diablo girl, long time no see. How are you doing? Nice of you to stop by. Are you? Yeah, how have you been? Yeah, I hope everything's okay for you. Oop. Yeah, here I'm actually playing the Dance of Knives rogue on the Diablo 4 Season 12 PTR. I haven't played Dance of Knives rogue in a while. It's always a very reliable character for leveling, as I always like to say. I think it's one of the fastest in the game, easily, but yeah, I'm also combining it with like the fastest method for leveling too. I already did. Okay, so I actually was all playing the. I was doing my first run, or my first walkthrough on the PTR yesterday. Investigate the area. Nice. Kuras docks, and then I can head on over there. Doing okay. How are you? I'm doing all right. Been pretty busy lately. Also, but I think more. I guess more accurately, I haven't been around since. I haven't really. I already completed the season journey, so I didn't really feel like I had too much reason to hard commit to Diablo 4 when Lord of Hatred, the new expansion, is actually coming out pretty soon. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty well otherwise. Yeah, glad to see and hear that. Well, glad to see you, and very nice to hear that you're doing all right. But yeah, what have you been up to lately? Have you been playing Diablo 4, or have you been playing other stuff? Yeah. And yeah, so I'm going through the Vessel of Hatred campaign because the Vessel of Hatred campaign, I suspect, is the fastest way to level from 1 to 60, just to recap. Oh, there's the Alchemist. I can I even have attack speed. Yeah, okay, sure. That should be a multiplicative damage boost for my Dance of Knives, so I'll use that. Good. Yeah, I have 30 minutes with this, but by the time I make it to the next by the time I make it to the next town, I should have plenty more materials for making another elixir. With regards to like with regards to materials, that's another thing I forgot to talk about too. I actually got an insane number of boss sigils and nightmare sigils. I didn't expect to get that many. And the thing is, like, I was thinking that for the Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling that... Okay, I don't know why I can't kill it, but sure. I was expecting that when I was doing doing the Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling method, that I would not have been able to I was expecting that I wouldn't actually be able to get any of the seasonal content. I thought that it would just be. I wish there was a way to stash everything in one go. Yeah, no, like all this seasonal content I'm getting, I thought that I'd only be able to pick these up from like Hell Tides or uh, while playing through the overworld. I didn't think that I'd get nearly so many seasonal items while I'm doing the Vessel of Hatred campaign. If that's indeed the case, then like that I can get the best of both worlds. Like I can get these sigils to ready me up for Torment, and I can complete the Vessel of Hatred campaign too. Then yeah, this is like an even better method of leveling than I thought. Like I thought that it was going to be slower trying to get through Torment because I wouldn't have all these sigils available, but it seems like I might have even more sigils available than what I had when I was doing it with my companion druid and doing overworld leveling. So yeah, sorry, I got a little sidetracked by we need to give that explanation because I was in the middle of discussing that before you arrived, Diablo girl. I tried the PTR and I got frustrated with no Nethiron, couldn't really masterwork. Can't you just cheat in the Nethiron with Emrak? Or were you trying to do some sort of, like, level 1 to 60, like, trial run? Said now I want to do the campaign with Paladin? Uh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could. I haven't... I mean, to be honest with you, I actually haven't touched Paladin. Yeah, I actually haven't touched Paladin at all. I have no idea how good Paladin actually is. I think, yeah. Smoke grenade. I actually don't remember. I'm just trying to remember which hotkeys I use for this character, but anyway. Nice. Speak with Iru. Oh. Alright. There's no Neth Iron from Emrak from what I saw. Oh, actually? That's really strange. And I actually don't remember how to get Neth Iron either. Here, let me take a look. I had Neth Irons, but oh, it's from world bosses. No wonder I didn't really get any. I skipped a whole bunch of them back when I was doing my companion druid run yesterday. So that's why I was so short on Neth Iron. Now it makes a lot more sense. I remember saying to myself too, I'm like, maybe I should just skip the world boss. I'm not really getting anything useful out of him. And then, well, yeah, Neth Iron would have been very helpful because I could have gotten more ranks to wolves. But anyway, that's like off topic. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about Neth Iron. Maybe Nightmare Dungeons? Is there a way to, like, speed blitz them? Frequently collect... Oh, you know what? Frequently collected from Belial. Can't you, like, spawn boss mats for Belial? Like, that's probably the closest thing you've got to actually being able to spawn Neth Iron, right? Like, that's frustrating. I don't want to downplay that, but yeah, I guess that would be the closest thing. Yeah, that is kind of lame. Alright, see you in a second. Yeah. Defend Iru and Travancore. So while he's doing all this, trying to see if I've got anything that I can get here. I'll probably pick up Enhanced Smoke Grenade. That finally brings me to Imbuments, and Imbuments is going to be like a huge increase in overall damage output from my build. So, huge spike in damage. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about doing this Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling. Like, if this is your very first character, you're going to be short like a whole bunch of skill points. So you do the Vessel of Hatred campaign, and then by the time you're done, you might not have, well, you're not really going to have any skill points because you didn't do stuff tied to the season journey. But since you're going to be like level 60, you can kind of go back to the season journey and just dog walk the season journey objectives to get the remaining skill points that you need. Otherwise, usually for the overworld, like my overworld leveling methods, I tend to start off by going through and doing what the season journey wants me to, so I can get some extra XP, right? Wait, what am I doing? Why am I killing these monsters? This is a waste of time. Yeah, my goal right now, I'm trying to go 1 to 60 in like under 4 hours. That's kind of my goal. So far I'm about like a half hour in. So, yeah, I keep doing this. I keep forgetting that I'm not actually supposed to be messing around with these guys. Oh, okay. Well, here I gotta climb down. Okay. There. Meet with Eru at Endurance of Hate, so I can skip past all these. I don't need to kill all of them. Again, that's one of the reasons I enjoy Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling method. It's a leveling method that exists that can allow, like, if you're playing a... Oh, there we go. Free level up, and I finally got Shadow Imbuement. That's GG for me. Yeah, like, if I were playing, like, I don't know, let's say like a Firebolt Sorceress, she could still easily get through everything because she has because Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling exists, and it's not really dependent on kill speed or anything like that. You just have to go through all the dialogue. It might be a little boring, but it's still a very rapid way for some builds to level without having to rely on uh, having like insane amounts of kill speed. Anyway, yeah, so now look at that. Now with Shadow Imbuement, my leveling speed is much quicker. I don't regret anything from earlier, though. Like, I think when I was trying to go through the den and unlock the mercenaries, when I was doing that part of uh, the quest line. Oh, that's the wrong way. Yeah, when I was trying to do that part of the quest line, I didn't have... Oh, another Nightmare Sigil. Another doublet. Alright. Yeah, I didn't have Shadow Imbuement, so it took me a while to clear all of them, but now I think I'm in a much better spot. I'm in a much better state for everything I do from here on out. Yeah. The funny thing is, though, if I were playing, or if this was like my second character, right? If this was my second character, If this was my second character, and my first character had already unlocked all the skill points, then I believe that I would have Shadow Imbuement at like level 7, because I think there's like 12 skill points that are free, right? So I'd actually have Shadow Imbuement at level 7, so I would have actually completely annihilated that map, because I would have had all of the... I'd had Dance of Knives Rogue imbued with Shadow Imbuement and all that. Maybe something to try for the future. Trying to see how quickly I can go through all of this on the live servers as a second character. I could like cheat them in with MRAC, but the whole point of this is to kind of show what happens if... hold on. Distant enemies. Okay, sure, why not? The whole point of this run is for me to kind of show, like, if this were a first character, how quickly you could get from level 1 to 60, right? And when it comes to the PTR, it's easier for me to do that on the PTR for any build that I want to show off, because I can always reset my account's progress back to 0, pretty much, right? So I can do it such that I don't have any of the tempering recipes or materials from my previous characters, and that is a feature I don't have on the live servers. Maybe with the release of... Okay. Nice. More free XP. Yeah, if I were playing the new expansion, Lord of Hatred, in Lord of Hatred, they mentioned that they might try to release like solo self found mode. So when they do that, maybe it'll be easier for me to actually play characters entirely on their own merit. But until they release that, I'm kind of stuck trying to do these 1 to 60 runs fresh on the PTR or with everything already unlocked on the live servers. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, he's just gonna keep mumbling to himself. Vessel of Hatred campaign. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention with regards to the seasonal mechanics. You might notice that I don't actually have any seasonal powers, right? Like you can see that for the dungeon keys, I have the Nightmare Sigils, I like the Bloodied Sigils and the Bloodied Lair bosses, and I even found like some bloodied items here and there. But the reason why there's no like seasonal powers available on my character, it's not that I haven't talked to the NPC or anything like that. There just aren't powers, at least not as far as I'm aware, for this season. Yeah, I think the running sentiment that they had was that they mentioned that the reason why there's like it's a very light season is because by the time the season releases, they'll be very close to the release of the Lord of Hatred expansion, right? Like the new expansion. So they're, as far as I know, like all hands on deck for that expansion. And so this season isn't really their main concern. Ergo, now, like, there's just not as much going on this season. That's, like, because, yeah, they're, by my understanding, they're spending more time working on Lord of Hatred. But they have this PTR up, like, they have a new season coming up as a way of, like, testing some of the features they want to add for when Lord of Hatred comes out. And, well, this PTR and the season are kind of a way to help test that, I guess. And also some uniques, too. Because why not? I might have to actually head backwards here, because there's, like, a couple of sigils that dropped. And who knows, maybe some of these might be Nightmare Dungeons. Okay. Ooh, Juggernaut aspect. Well, I don't really evade, so that's fine. This is a big boost to my damage. And what was this last one? Okay, I'm gonna upgrade this. Alright, there's like more sigils that are dropping, but if I'm like too far away from them, I'm not gonna like head back, I think. Otherwise I'll never finish this run. Okay. Yeah, I'm like loading up on rares already. And worth noting that I'm like an hour into my not even an hour actually. I think I'm only like 45 minutes into my run, and I'm like level 22 now. So that's like faster than what I had on my companion druid. I mean, part of that I can attribute to being a Dance of Knives rogue, but even without that factored in, like this is still a much faster method of leveling. In addition, like this is just a faster leveling method. Like I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how much faster, but it's definitely a lot quicker. Like, I'll see you at the end of all this, I guess. And I can, like, measure my progress in this run to, like, either my previous run with the Companion Druid where I was doing overworld leveling, or I can kind of measure it towards my... I guess in the last BTR I didn't play my Dance of Knives rogue. I played Thorn's Barbarian instead for the campaign. So it's not exactly a good one-to-one comparison, but, I mean, either way. I just need a general guideline, really. Okay, there you go. I think I remember now. Smoke Grenade, I'm used to it being on 2, and then Concealment on 3. Scythe? I don't really need that. Oh. There we go. I gotta head out. Are they gonna be talking? Okay. And the Field of Giants, so I gotta run all the way through there. I can also do rune crafting too. Grassed Armory Cache. Ah, nice little chest armor. I don't need the... Well, I mean, maybe that aspect could help me, but I'm trying to see if any of these are useful. Oh, yes, I see. I can do Gar rune here for the use of a potion. So that's one of the awesome things about playing a rogue. The thing about playing a rogue is that uh, there's like a few ways to make it so that healing potions can be used even at max life. Things like Nebulous Bruise aspect, the mobility aspect I was mentioning earlier, can be a really big help. So that you can like trigger these runes, right? The Axe rune, and then you can like the thing that like there's the rune of Invocation Ritual, but I can never really remember which one's which. But one of the like the trigger rune is Yaks, like the like drinking a healing potion, and then the effect, like you can actually put on whatever effect you want. You can put like Frost Nova, you can put stun grenades if you want. There's like you can put whatever effect you want, but most of the other characters don't have a way to so easily trigger the effect that they want to have. But one of the amazing things about Rogue, and there are a lot of amazing things, but one of the amazing things about Rogue is that they have it at the ready. Like, you can just trigger, you can use your Yax rune whenever you want.
I need to keep looking.
Okay. Yeah, you can just use your Yax rune because you can pop a potion whenever you want. So, that's a big help. So now I'll get to see just how much more quickly I level. Alright. Now there's going to be some dialogue, so I'm going to use this opportunity to check. I think it's this. Increase damage to healthy and distant. Okay. What do I need to do? Okay, so now he's going to be talking. I can start salvaging all of these. I don't have enough sockets for everything else. Abulan, Abulan. Specializations. 25% crit strike chance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do Inner Sight. They seem to have changed this. It wasn't all like I don't remember what Inner Sight used to be, but it used to not be very useful. But now for Dance of Knives Rogue, yeah, if I can max out my Inner Sight gauge and get 25% crit strike chance and damage, yeah, that's a pretty big help. I do have to say, oh, look at that. 25% increased crit strike chance and damage, yeah. Full bar and all that. No, that's helpful. Gives me more reason to actually pay attention to the specializations. Confront Mephisto, and then there's the portal and all that. Anything else I can just... Variana, okay. She's not quite rank 3 yet, but again, it's nice to see what I have available. While I wait, I can get rid of this. Oh. Okay. Well, that's easy enough. I just need to find ways to reset concealment and it should be all good. Equipment Delve, Forgotten Wisdom, Hall of the Penitent. So these I should keep. I got like a lot of Forgotten Wisdoms. I don't think I need that many though. I never really bothered to use Equipment Delve. It would be nice if I could, like, there's supposed to be an NPC. There's supposed to be an NPC that I can turn in fresh meat for. Exchange for bloodied items at Kale Rills. I think that's the name of the NPC, but I have no idea where he or she is. And also, Like, it's just not... This NPC is not present on the PTR as far as I know. Which means that, yeah, the NPC isn't actually present on the PTR, so I have no way to really trade in my fresh meat. Otherwise, it would have been nice to like, salvage some of these sigils, and then use those to gamble for bloodied items, uh, as a way of trying to, like, grow my character while I'm progressing through the game, either from level 1 to 60 or Torment. Yeah, that would be a nice, like, a big help, but they haven't really given that as an option, as far as I know. Hey, 3 sigil powder, nice. Survive the attack, okay. Leave the Fortress of Hatred, nice. I do need more movement speed. I just don't have an easy way to get movement speed. Okay. Level 25, good. Okay, before I go any further, there's, like, now that I have the ultimate skills tree, there's like a whole bunch of passives there I could pick up. But I'm pretty sure there's some movement speed ones that I've been neglecting. Close damage reduction. All blade shift is active. Shadow step. Oh, caltrops. Didn't bother to do anything with caltrops. Totally forgot about that one. Yeah, one of these is supposed to give me movement speed. I just don't remember which one it was. Might be this one. Yeah, maybe it's that one, actually. I remember these don't actually help me at all. Energy spend. Well, I don't really spend energy. I guess I could try to pick up haste. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be haste and then momentum. Max out haste and momentum. Like, I can totally get more damage from my other skills, but I don't really need the other skills, so... at least not right now. Like, I just need movement speed for general progression through these dungeons. It's like the main issue. Alright, search for artifacts related to Abulan. On that cliff is... Hey, Wanderer Boots, finally. I was looking for one of these. I can finally temper some movement speed on this. Yeah, one of the reasons I haven't bothered to go back to town to salvage all my stuff is I was hoping to at least get... I don't remember where all of the artifacts are supposed to be, if I'm being honest. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's on this side? That's a tenet of Akarat. Shoot, it's been a while. Okay, that was the cave painting. Is it up this way, perhaps? Yeah, here. Oh, and then there's the spirit portal. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Alright, hold on a second. Smoke grenade, and then I'll use my concealment to get guaranteed crits for a bit. I feel like my damage is actually quite low, though. I have no idea why it's so low compared to what I am accustomed to. It's a little strange. Yeah. Okay. Cross the threshold, do what you must, and skip the cutscene. Good. And then I feel like I'm ripping in half. I think by the end of this I'll need to go back to town for the quest line anyway. Variana, I can switch her to Bloodthirst. When I cast... what will be a good one? Maybe Concealment, yeah. Okay. Oh, I need movement speed. I think movement speed also makes it a little easier to continue my Dance of Knives, because otherwise if my movement speed is too low, then my Dance of Knives will actually end when it shouldn't be, right? Like, it's really not supposed to be ending. Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. I haven't actually put any tempers on my gear. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. Alright. That's fine then. I don't consider it much of a mistake either, because right now the goal should just be getting through all of the campaign stuff. Other tunic, sure. I think it's up here. No. Ended a little prematurely. This should be the right direction. Oh, it would have been pretty certain that that was it. Okay, fine. If it's not that one, then... Oh, yeah, here it is. Alright, they're gonna talk. Crit chance. I have crit chance and damage. I think crit chance is probably the most important. Oh, what is this? Increased experience from kill streaks? Movement speed per kill streak tier. I don't know if I need that because I'm like maxed out on movement speed already. See, that's one of the issues I have with these bloodied items. Like, yeah, they give these pretty cool effects when you're on a kill streak, but like a lot of the kill streaks aren't particularly helpful. Or a lot of the effects on kill streaks aren't helpful. There's one for like when I was playing my companion druid, there was one for primary resource, but oh, you can't even, well, at least on the PTR you can't even imprint aspects onto bloodied items. You should be able to, but anyway, I'm gonna assume that's a bug of some kind. Now the thing is, when I was playing my companion druid, one of the effects that were available, like that I could have picked up. Yeah, one of the effects that I could have picked up was when you're on a kill streak, you restore primary resource. And then I think there was another one which was like extra crit chance. Now, the crit chance one is kind of nice, I guess, but you actually need to be on like a proper kill streak. So if you're like, if I'm fighting a boss or an elite, it's probably not going to be too helpful, which is where I need that damage the most. And then on the flip side, when it came to primary resource, right, that was, I want to say, completely useless. Like, there's no, like, why do I need primary resource on my druid, right? Like, I did end up using I forgot which rune it was, the one which eats up all my primary resource to give me more damage. But like, I mean, that was really just a placeholder rune. My final build doesn't really need primary resource. And if I did need primary resource, I certainly would not be... Oh, I misclicked onto the portal. I was trying to... Well, yeah, I actually misclicked on the portal there. It doesn't matter, though. They gave me these boots. The legendary boots go straight to my inventory. I don't need to worry too much about it dropping. And if it did drop, then it would show up in my stash. Oh, well, they gave me a recipe. Nice. Oh, I guess I gotta go back that way. But yeah, I'm gonna take a moment here now. I can actually, now that all my stuff is in order, I can put on damage here. So I'll start buffing up my stats. Damage. Damage and crit chance. Okay, maybe I'll pretend that I don't really need... Yeah, sure, why not? This one has higher item power. As if that matters for anything. Okay, so damage, 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 damage. Um, I'm a little reluctant to do that for my other items. Oh, no, hold on. I gotta do it for this. But I don't have enough of the coiling wards is the problem. Um, well, there is a way to do this. I can salvage these. Okay, and then I get coiling wards that way. So now, I'll get extra movement speed. I think that's worth it, because I'm not going to replace these boots for a while then. And then these ones I can salvage. I don't actually have a spare dagger. So damage, 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 damage. Do I have... Oh yeah, I got agility efficiency, but that doesn't encompass the Dance of Knives. I think that's like a different one. Okay, here we go. Damage and damage. And I just want one more. Oh yeah, here. There she is. Hey, there we go. There's some upgrades there that I could use. Which of these is better? I mean, they're both roughly the same, I guess. Temper. Get this for damage. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable increase. 10,000. I don't think I have enough, though. Yeah, I don't quite have enough veiled crystals, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything I can break for it either. Oh well. I think I should also have enough potions here. Actually, I'm gonna need these for the next couple hours, so I might as well just make all 5 and just always have this active. Okay, nice. So I'm ready to go. I'll get 2 more points into haste, and now I just need 6 more points before I can unlock my skill there. Maybe Shadow Clone, yeah. Just thinking if there's anything more useful. I mean, damage is damage. Not like too concerned about what order I get these skills, because I think that I've already pumped up my damage by, like, just the additive damage bonuses alone probably doubled my damage. Probably got another, like, I want to say 40 or 50% more damage from upping my weapons. I'm not sure exactly how Dance of Knives works with my the items I get, but I think it should help. Return to the Durance of Hate. Okay, so it's actually pretty close by. That's good. I don't need this. Actually, it is an upgrade over my existing one. Smash this. I get Juggernaut's aspect, but Juggernaut's is not very useful anymore. There you go. Maybe that's why I feel so weak. It's because I haven't actually upgraded my gear, and I'm typically accustomed to upgrading my equipment as I go along. Alright. Time to get going here. And I have... Because I'm much faster than I was before, now my Dance of Knives, like, I can keep it going for a lot longer. Yeah, but I think I just need another, like, 6 levels and I get momentum. If I already had all the skill points available, and this was like a second character, then yeah, I'd already have had momentum, like, quite some time ago. Alright. Oh, weathered gloves. I don't think I care too much about weathered gloves. I guess... you know what? I can actually smash these for veiled crystals. I think I'm gonna do it. Did I bother with the dungeon keys? But I guess I didn't get that many, so not a big problem. Look at this. I think I'm going quicker than most of the characters I would be playing at this point. Except for... Well, yeah. I don't know any build that would be going through this dungeon more quickly. Even Sorcerer has teleport, but it's not that, like, there's like a very long cooldown on it. That's the other way. Deeper in the Durance of Hate, so it's this direction. Yeah.
With a wave of the paw, a miracle maker, just like the old ones say. Or the doctor, if you ask the Zakarun. To tell you the truth,
Okay.
it wasn't by coincidence that I found your body floating downriver. It was him who sent me to you.
While I'm blitzing through everything now that I have the means to do so, I wanted to actually continue talking about what I was talking about, like what I was discussing with Dance of Knives. I think the Dance of Knives is just so good for, like, while you're leveling. Class feature unlock. Huh. I already had that unlocked since ages ago.
I'd have the personal
Hold on a second.
Baccarat himself. Or, rather, his spirit.
Uh,
I suppose mythical help is needed to face mythical evil.
I think it's
Feast will tell you.
all this damage bonus is ready. My next core skill, ultimate skill. Okay, yeah, I can get free damage out of that.
Hell, he's done enough damage from its
Actually, wait, where is my Shadow Clone? Shadow Clone should be here, yeah. Are you helping us? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't remember this is part of it, but I'm just trying to speed through this. This is actually better than the... Well, no, this is about the same. Oh. Chest armor. Movement speed per kill streak tier. Well, I actually do... I mean, this bloodied item is giving me a good amount of movement speed that I need right now. So that's helpful. It's, like, helpful for a little bit early on, but, like, later it's not going to matter too much, I don't think.
Let's clear the area.
Alright. Just gonna trigger Inner Sight so I can get more crit strike chance and damage. And I don't know why this is taking so long. Right, you're giving me the heart. And escape the Durance of Hate. I get to talk with them. I think I am actually leveling more quickly than before because there's still like quite a bit of stuff left on this campaign storyline. Oh, there's a chest armor available. The helm would be nice. But I guess it doesn't really much matter, helm or not. Like, I'm still making very good progress. Crit chance per kill streak tier. No, I actually prefer my current one more. I'm gonna level up some more here. Yeah, just waiting to unlock momentum. Key passive. Talk, yeah, sure. What's on your mind? I get a level. Nope. And I guess I gotta go in through here. Okay. To Ganzi Plateau. I can get another rank of impetus. Then I think I'm closing in on my key passive. Yeah. There's not that much more left to do here. Pretty close to 60 already. Or, I mean, pretty close to... I mean, I think I'm like halfway through the campaign, right? I don't know. Like, I remember a couple seasons ago when I finished the campaign, I was, or like the storyline, I was level 40. But then when I did it in the last PTR, I was level 60. I mean, there's a possibility that they put it somewhere in the middle. Like the amount of XP you actually get. Like they settled on like a middle ground between those two amounts. But I guess I'll have to see. Find the first tablet. Let's forget where it's located. Oh, there you go. Closing in on it. At least they make it a little easier for me. Let's see what else I can grab here. Nope, I don't need that. Oh, yeah, here we go. I've got increased Hunter strike damage.
Maybe one of his dedicants wrote it. At the end, it's mentioned.
Journey northwest. Okay,
That's our best bet.
alright. Journey northwest. Oh, there you go. Hope I didn't get knocked off my horse. Ooh. Ah, come on. They weren't even anywhere near me. Sure. I guess I had to climb down anyway, so no biggie. I wonder how Artillery Shrine synergizes with Dance of Knives, because Artillery Shrine gives like a lot of it like maxes out my attack speed, right? I'm very curious about this. My attack speed is increased. It's like maxed out to like 200%. So right now it's at 294. It goes down from 160 to 294. I mean, I have some attack speed on hand, don't I? Yeah, I already have some attack speed, so it basically just doubles my damage whenever I have an Artillery Shrine, I guess. Something close to double the damage. I mean, unless I already have, like, attack speed modifiers and all that, but... yeah. Find the second tablet. Is it upstairs? Yeah, can never remember. Here. It's neither of these. It's neither of these. Then... I think it's like down here, right? Remember, I don't have to go across. Ah, yeah, here it is. Buried chamber. I think I have to do it in order. Because this is like my like 8th or 9th time, and I always have to do it in that order. I can't just go straight down from that last
This one has what we need.
burial location. Okay. Does it say? She's still talking. Don't care about that right now. Spend 75 energy. Okay, well, that's pointless. Ultimate skills reset other cooldowns and grant 15% damage reduction for 10 seconds. Reset other cooldowns. Well, I mean, that would help with resetting concealment, but it doesn't really help Dance of Knives. Inner Sight on the other, like, because Dance of Knives is based off of charge. Oh, emote help in the second tablet. I forgot.
I could use some assistance.
Also, since I'm here,
Wait, don't hurt them. They're the offered help, aren't you?
critical strike chance. Crit damage, bloodthirst. Is there anything else I can do right now? Maybe I'll throw this on now. All the burn knights, and then of course this turns into a boss, right?
For the violence they brought.
It was silenced easily enough. But you are touched by hatred.
Okay.
It coaxes out the bile in all.
Stealth and unstoppable for 5 seconds. Engulfs you in its visage.
Lay it all down to rest. Before
Makes enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds. Maybe I should take blended Shadow Imbuement, actually. Got 2 points. Yeah, I can go this way, I suppose. It's either that or increased damage to distant. There you go. Just gonna keep my distance here, and get down super fast. Survive the attack. Nice.
They will wander as
Subterfuge expertise. Nope, not the one I'm looking for.
they never met.
This one looks like a pretty big, nice upgrade. Speak to Neyrel. We do now. Enter Dedicant's cache. Just gonna stay in Dance of Knives so I can. Could I have just? Oh no, I guess I have to run all the way back to the entrance. Enter Dedicant's cache. I need to apply vulnerable to those monsters? I think this is fine. Damage to distant.
I missed this. It's almost like we're back in
Alright.
shuffling through old books in the vault.
I'm gonna go through here,
You missed that dusty old hole in the ground.
and I can just start spinning.
Guess I missed you and the others more than anything.
Yeah. So, one of the things I didn't get a chance to discuss before, what exactly changed from last season to now for the Dance of Knives rogues, or maybe just rogue as a whole? So, apparently, one of the things that was changed for rogue is that some of their Paragon boards, like the main thing that changed is that that their Paragon boards, I don't remember which ones, but a few of them actually got buffed, like the damage on them. It was like, it went from like 30% to like 40% damage increase or something. So, it's a slight upgrade, I guess. Nothing too crazy, but it's a nice little tweak for the Dance of Knives rogue. For whichever boards I end up using. Nightmare Sigil, I'll just let that one go. Chaldean Plate, sure. If it was a boss sigil, I would have kept it. Gotta make sure. I find it very strange that when I was like level 1 to like 20, I was getting so many Nightmare Sigils, but here, I'm not getting nearly as many Nightmare Sigils as before. It's really bizarre. Anyway, yeah. So, I ended up playing Dance of Knives because, again, like, it's the fastest build for leveling that I know of, and this is the fastest leveling method. I think I mentioned that earlier. But I also realized that I already did Thorn's Barbarian last season, and I don't really feel like Thorn's Barbarian changed very much from last season to this one. So I would much rather do like a more up-to-date Dance of Knives rogue video, if possible, based off this PTR. To be honest, I actually wanted to try doing a different build, a teleport sorcerer, actually.
You're lucky it's me, not Laura here. I think that would be done.
Yeah, I wanted to actually do a teleport sorcerer. I think that would be kind of fun. But I realized that teleport sorcerer is only really good when you actually have the items in like Torment. Like prior to Torment, like if you're trying to go level 1 to 60, it's quite difficult to level on just teleport alone. You could use it as like a mobility tool, but even if you were to do Vessel of Hatred campaign leveling, it's still... Where is she? There she is. Even if I were to do the Vessel of Hatred
Be the dedicants.
campaign leveling method, teleport would actually not be a reasonable skill
Yes.
to rely on doing damage with. I mean, yeah, I could combine it with like Crackling Energy or something, I guess, but like I could combine it with Crackling Energy, but even then, like it takes a while to get Crackling Energy set up and all that. So if I were to play a sorcerer, I'd kind of be relegated to leveling off of Incinerate. Yeah, that's basically how it would go. I would need Incinerate, without a doubt. Okay, I guess I could take this. 2 extra points. 2 points in a Deadeye here. Oh, Gilded Baron. Give me the gold. There you go. Yep. And I'll see how this goes. Arbalest. Yeah, I've still got a ways to go before the end of this. I gotta like... I think I have to like fight Urivar here too, right? So that's Urivar, and then after Urivar, I have like 4 or 5 more objectives to go through. Search for Eru in the Burn Knight's camp. So
Yes. They led to a
I think I'm fine.
information. The tomb lies near a place called Samuk.
Well done there. Samuk is a town far southwest of here. Eru's from there. You'll know where to
Hmm.
meet us. Right to go.
Alright.
That's
I think it's here.
That must be it. Oh no.
I'm just gonna trigger all of this. Ah, broadsword. It's happening again. And I can go into the Burn Knight encampment. I'll worry about adjusting my gear in a second. Well, I can do it right now even, actually. What is my new bow? Ah, this is an upgrade over my last one. Sure. Veiled crystals. Yep. I think it's always to the northwest, so that's where I'm gonna head up to. It's this way, right? Oh, no. I went the wrong way. Oops. It's the last path I looked, isn't it? Over here? Oh, I didn't lose too much time. I suppose. Lost like 30 seconds. Okay, I'll wait here. I guess I should have done this during the dialogue. Anytime there's dialogue, I have to make it a habit. No. Anytime there's dialogue, that's when I should adjust my gear, not before.
No.
She's gonna keep spinning.
It's not real.
Tell me what is real.
Oh, what was that? Ancient Seat Lair boss sigil.
This ground.
Uh,
Underfoot.
Yes, good. What else?
and you're kidding me. I guess I have to. Maybe it's this way. Keep going the wrong direction.
Tell me one more.
Oh, this way. There it is.
My mother chose Lilith. She chose Lilith. Over
There, done. Eru, you're alive. And then that's when they're gonna start to show up. They're gonna break this open. Crit chance per kill streak tier. Yeah, it's fine. Cool. Kill nice to draw with their captain. Hold on a second. Malignant Burrow boss sigils. Oh, hold on. Where's Zanrun? Slay Knight Captain. Oh, this is well, I don't actually have a helm, so I can throw that on. Because I salvaged the old one. Where's the key? There. Let me through, let me through. Yeah, there's supposed to be dialogue here, right? Gotta finish what you started. Yep, skip that. Crit chance. That's not bad. Alright. So Urivar, unlike his lair boss counterpart, actually starts off invulnerable. And I have to take out all of these guys first. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it does take a while to go down, though. Yeah. If I had smoke grenade. Oh, yep, nope, he's dead. Ah, it took a while, but I got him. Why are there 2 Urivars?
Hungry tyrant you have.
Ah, I got a rare recipe already. Imbuments.
Bravo will be pleased to have the cathedral back under
I already have boots,
so finally have
and I can use my spin to get through. Okay, I guess I could have actually started running while my character was talking, but I thought that maybe I'd need to stick around because Urivar is like bugged. There's like a second
What have
Urivar. Okay.
she wanted?
What does this rune do? Ooh, it's a Quax rune. I guess maybe I can actually use primary resource after all. Restore resource, cast an ultimate skill, cast evade. Well, there's like a couple ways I could go about this. I think I'm fine on crit chance. I'm really just using this as a placeholder. What if I do this? Yaks Quacks. So I drink a healing potion 2 times, and then I can drain out all of my resource to get,
I told her. I'm sorry.
drain out all my energy, so I can get
Save myself.
double damage, pretty much.
Of course she wouldn't. She could not.
Uh,
But I have never been as strong as her.
Please.
Go, Neyrel.
Ultimate skills deal 15% increased damage. There. And I think I'll set it to make my skill get vulnerable.
Friends shouldn't lie.
Oh, okay, I got 2 skill points on that. What else can I pick up? Stealth and Unstoppable. I'll get Supreme Shadow Clone, and then probably Caltrops last. Yeah. Travel through the Tangles to Samuk. Alright, I'm gonna swing by Kuras Bazaar first before I go, though. Salvage everything. I don't think I need any aspects. Like, I'm doing just fine. Urivar is the toughest monster I've faced so far, and he went down with my current level of power. Just for good measure, though, I will add some damage to my weapon. Should I just salvage this? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. So I'm just gonna keep going. Nope. Speak with Neyrel.
Right.
Bring Neyrel to the Tangles. Alright. Yeah, probably I finished this campaign at like level 45, so really it's like slightly faster than the old one. Yeah, it is a middle ground after all from the looks of things. Like, I'll probably finish around level 45. That's my guess, roughly. I could be wrong. I'll just spin my way there, I guess. Having said that, though, I'm at like... Oh, hey, a sword. Is this Azarath? Ooh, bloodied Azarath. Cast with this weapon, apply vulnerable and chill enemies. This is actually a pretty big damage increase, isn't it? Yeah, this is a massive damage increase. I could run it for fun. Yeah, why not? I don't usually run uniques because I like to show the character without having like lucky uniques, but yeah, just this once maybe I'll have some fun with it. I'm trying to go as fast as I can on this anyway. Okay, well, while this Hollow Assault is... Oh, look at that, 1200 damage. I think that's to do with the lucky hit chance I had on my Azarath. There is one other thing I wanted to address for the Dance of Knives Rogue. I do really like it for early game leveling. It's just ludicrously strong for that, but the drawback for this build is that while reaching level 60 should be a breeze, going from Torment 1 to 4 might be substantially more difficult since I don't have as much damage compared to other builds I play, like the Companion Druid. I mean, with the new generic uniques and slight buffs to Rogue's Paragon board, it might be a little easier,
Over there, that tree.
but
Taken over.
still, it's not exactly a cakewalk. Like, I'm hoping that one of the because I'm getting like because I have a whole bunch of lair boss sigils, I might be able to use that to advantage it and get the uniques that I need for this build like earlier on, but I still need to spend a lot of time leveling the glyphs for this character, so yeah, that's going to be a bit of a struggle, I think. There is a treasure goblin up ahead. This one's not that much stronger. How do I get across to that? I want to kill that. I'm hoping it doesn't run away by the time I get there. No. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Can I go around? Or is it cut off? Nope, it's cut off. Ugh, no, it's not worth it. That's too bad. I wanted that treasure goblin. Yeah, I could have gotten like some gems. But I guess at least it's not like an odious actor. Like glittering prim is fine. If it's like a torment glittering prim, I get a lot more gem fragments. But normal, probably not that many.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Yeah, I think that's probably the worst treasure goblin for me.
I know what Akarat did to you. You were weak then. You are weak now.
Oh, plus agility skills.
Hear me?
I'll hold on to that one.
And you. I'm going to rip your damn throat out with my teeth if I have to.
Oh, there you go.
What do you...
Ooh, this is a nice ring. But I like my current ring more. I'm gonna salvage these two. Now what? Find Narel. There is a shrine here. Maybe I can hit it. Oh, you got more movement speed too. That might help me. Might help my Dance of Knives. Okay. Just waiting for it. Then I can snap out of it. We have to leave, and then Priestess of Hatred shows up. That's a pretty interesting Priestess of Hatred. Does not look like a priestess, but sure. There you go. Look at that damage. I mean, most of that is Azarath. Here, I'll switch it. Well, let me try switching it like this. Seeing how much worse the damage is. Ooh, two-handed sword. Well, I don't really need that, though. Can you hear me? Yeah. Bring Nayril to Samek. Actually, no. I should do that. Gotta make it a habit. I should only be doing that if... Oh, I gotta go the other way. I should only be switching weapons if I'm going through dialogue. Yeah. This I can do while I'm on my horse, though, I guess. Probably this one, right? Yeah. There you go. Another point.
Hopefully the tomb is close.
Yeah, I'll worry about my last point after. I think... Oh, I gotta speak with her first before I go and hit the faces. I know where the faces are. So that should speed things up. Here's one.
Face of Akarat.
That's one of them, and then there's one down here.
Fire. Time. No. Water.
That's two of them. And then... Wait. Hold on. I triggered the other one, but I guess she was in the middle of dialogue, so it didn't count. Come on. There we go, that's two.
Blacker than a starless night, and safety in its dark.
And I think this is the third one, right?
In darkness. Would a grave be too ironic? Well, not a grave.
Oh, I guess when I'm on my horse, I can't... it's not easy for me to hit them. Find access to the tomb.
Yes, look. Behind the waterfall. It's as we thought.
Okay, rain of arrows.
There.
Ah, attack speed. These are some nice gloves. I'm tempted to switch out for these.
I thought it would be...
What's this?
Okay. Now there's dialogue.
An altar.
Where can I get extra damage now? Ah, yeah. Hitting a boss or elite reduces the cooldown. Next will be Caltrops, I suppose. Yeah, I get up to 45% multiplicative damage, and then I can get this whole branch of... that whole branch of passive nodes, yeah. I tanked that one on purpose. I thought that I would take a lot less damage, but yeah. time is it now? It's been about like an hour and a half. Probably the fastest I've done this campaign. I mean, I still got a little bit to go, but I think I'm looking at like a little under 2 hours. Yeah, I don't think I made any like crucial mistakes. I'm gonna... There's nothing here. Go south of Sonic with name Rel. Yeah. I'm gonna head down this way. Oh. And I think this is gonna be the last part of it, right? Where is it?
Where is it?
Care about these spiders? I don't.
Nothing's happening.
Maybe this one? Yeah, I get some extra attack speed. My crit chance will go down, but it's okay. Another dead end. Yep. Go on. Skip the cutscene. Get another level up. And
I didn't. Not for sure.
Caltrop.
But you told me.
Okay.
Walk together. Walk. And mind over. Akarat and his
Getting a
laid down.
lot of cooldown reduction now on my smoke grenades. Kill the drowned. Oh, you know what? Should do it like this. Yeah. I mean, I'll worry about Caltrops last, actually. Yeah, I don't like running Caltrops because... I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't know if there's any... Yeah, there are a few bosses left. Yeah, I should use Caltrops. I was just thinking about what's left in the game and how badly I need this extra damage. I think I will need the extra damage for some of the upcoming fights. Because I'm like level 41, and it's gonna scale up, like, the amount of health these monsters have is gonna go way up. And in that case, I'm gonna need to have my own damage to compensate, or extra damage multipliers and all that. You know, it's kind of funny because, oh, yeah, they're actually starting to hit a lot harder at this point in the campaign. It's kind of funny because I have this, like, because of the kill streak system, that's another reason, I guess, why I'm getting so much more XP compared to before, but I still think it's, like, the overall leveling process is not as fast. Yeah, the leveling process is not as fast as, like, 2 seasons ago. Or, it's faster than 2 seasons ago, but not as fast as last season's PTR. I think that's pretty accurate now. I can't go 1 to 60, so... Not crazy. They did, like, last season in the PTR at least, they had made it a lot easier to get to level 60. Both in the overworld and by doing the campaign. And then I think this season they've kind of switched it back. From what I can see, at least. Bring him to the Tomb of Akarat. Is there a fight here? Okay, there's going to be something that pops out, I think. Nope. Nope. Dread Captain. I'm going to keep my distance here. Yeah, if I have my Azarath, like, I'm hitting for... Like, he'll actually just explode. It actually does make a pretty massive difference. No question about it. Tomb Gate. Okay. Oh, should go like this. Spin my way through. I can't get on my horse, can I? Well, all that means is I can do this. Alright, Tomb Gate. Level 42. And I'm gonna be getting in here. Level 43.
We read of safeguards one of the dedicants built in this tomb.
Tread carefully. Understood.
I always forget that I need to trigger Dance of Knives to get through here more quickly. Go. Ekans Grasp. I actually kind of wonder now, if I were to get another streak of like 1,000, how much XP would that be worth? Because the previous streak I had gave me, like the previous massacre streak I had gave me like half a level worth of XP. But now I don't know. I'm gonna let them come forward because I know that if the ground falls underneath me, then I instantly die, right?
Stone. Take it.
You know that won't work. It is bound to you.
I've lost everything else. My mother, my arm, myself even. What more do you want from me?
Okay.
Empty space they left. What have you filled it with, Leader?
Grief. Guilt.
Almost another level up.
Enough. Let it all go.
Almost done.
No.
Oh, nice little level up. I don't know if that was because of the kill streak or because of the quest, but I'll take it. 2 extra points. Maybe this one. Drinking a potion or healing potion increases my damage by 12%. Can use that damage boost. And if I remember right,
Empty room?
Far from it.
uh,
They are.
as yours. So here's 1, here's 2,
Makes another go out.
here's 3,
There must be a certain order.
and here's 4. I still remember I triggered it in that order the first time I did this campaign without actually knowing what the actual order was. I was gonna do it. I was gonna try all the different combinations, and then I got it right on the first try. It was top left, then top right, then bottom right, then bottom left, in that order. Funny coincidence, and very lucky on my part. At least they don't change it up every time we do the run.
This trial wasn't meant
Makes
for
it
us.
a lot easier. Right. Okay, and then they're gonna spawn another one. Oh, maybe I'll just wait. Okay. Vigo.
So dark. I repented. Do you think I was too late?
Mhm.
Oh, Vigo. It was us who was too.
Okay, where's the last Yorin? No. It's the one after Doran. This guy's a little tankier than the ones that came before.
After everything, rushed aside.
I guess I don't really need to adjust his skills
I
anymore.
never forgot you, Torment.
He's like invulnerable. I can't do anything about that. As long as I don't stand in the middle, I can tank it, I guess. I'm saving my ultimate for the last one. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Forgotten Warden. And yeah, it's just a shame I don't have my concealment here. I didn't expect this boss to spawn so quickly, but I can
Not ghosts,
Uh,
but constructs of the tomb.
make do with this.
Beneath them.
Subterfuge cooldown reduction, that's not bad. This
They helped us on
should
our way
be
to defeat Lilith.
nice upgrade over my existing
Died
weapon.
for it.
Where the dark wanderer treads.
I think this is it. This is the end, right?
Is this it?
Must be.
Sure. Salvage this.
What ritual?
And here I am. Okay, Domain of Mephisto. The final boss, pretty much, right? I just gotta make sure I do it right. If I don't get it right the first time, then I guess I can always go and load up on more damage in town, but I think it should be fine. It's just, I just have to wait for all of the dialogue, and I have to wait for enough time to elapse that the boss becomes targetable, right? Yeah. The stream actually just crossed the 2-hour mark too, so now I'm at I'm about an hour and 45 minutes into the campaign. Yeah, about an hour 45 minutes so far on this run. By the time I finish this, it'll be like an hour 50, an hour 55, something in that realm. But I'm not going to be level 60. That's the important thing for me. Not even going to be close to it. I guess I could just run all the strongholds after. I either go through the strongholds or I go through the Vessel of Hatred campaign. If I go through the campaign, if I go through the strongholds, I know that it's going to take about an hour and 15 minutes. Usually an hour 15 is the is around. Well, yeah, it's usually about an hour and 15 minutes. That's usually about how. Okay. Right. Yeah, it usually takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get to actually complete all the strongholds. Judging like based on the rate at which I'm leveling right now through this campaign, I think I'll probably finish the campaign and be around level 48 would be my guess. So I probably, if I do the strongholds, it'll take me like level 50 and it'll take me like an hour and 15 minutes. But alternatively, I could do the rest of the objectives that are tied to the Vessel of Hatred campaign, like that aren't really part of the main storyline, and that'll take me to 60 eventually. I just don't know how long that'll take. So I guess this will be a nice chance to test to see how much more of that questline I need to do. Yeah. Okay. Hatred's Vengeance. Hatred's Fury. Good. Almost there, right? He's down to like his last 1/3 HP. Okay.
The seeds of Errol's betrayal were sown by your disregard for his precious betrayal. You placed your quest.
Yep. Staggered him, but there's still one more phase. Yeah, I still need to wait for the dialogue to finish. Like true, hold nothing like will die this time, and I with them. There you go. And I think that's the that'll be the end. I just make sure that I have everything.
This is the only way. Honor his sacrifice. Make it count.
There you go. And there. That's the end. I don't think I have anything that I need to... Oh, I guess I could have looked through my sigils, seen which ones were useful or not. Oh, hold up. Rogue Cloaking. What is this rune? Pock rune? I think that one is... Pock rune is if I use up a resource. I don't know if I can trigger that off of the... like the Quacks rune I think I'm using to double my damage. Anyway, there's like ways to potentially make it useful, but I'll see what I have when I make it into Torment. Right now I don't really need to decide which runes I'm using.
Stop running and face us. Oh, Arrow.
There you go, level 46. Now what? This is for Spiritborn. Speak with Neyrel at the Herodic Vault. So I can go there. What? There you go. I'm gonna salvage all my stuff. I'm sure they have a blacksmith there. And through, like, during the dialogue, maybe I can sift through whatever sigils I have. I don't think I have that many, though. All junk. Oh, there is a treasure goblin here. Oh, now that is a useful one. Curious Merle. There you go. I didn't really get that many obols, though. I think this bag of obols gives me a bunch. Unless they nerfed that, too. Because I don't recall getting this few obols. Like, I know it's normal mode, but... yeah, I think the bag's supposed to give a lot more, if I remember right. I need that bag later, to get, like, important gear. Like, any uniques that I'm missing. But I don't think I'm going to be missing any uniques, since I have so many boss sigils from, like, the first couple minutes of this run. It's so weird that in my first, like, 15 levels, I was... Like, those sigils were dropping like candy. But then all of a sudden, when I reach, like, level 15, they, like, don't drop anymore. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, I got 3 points. Yeah. Increase damage after evading. Oh, weapon mastery, yeah. Let me, grab that instead. I'll worry about caltrops after.
Lorath left a letter for you.
I thought he might.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta search all this stuff first. And only then can I access this. Now I can look through this, let's see if... Oh, they're all Forgotten Wisdom. All of them Forgotten Wisdom. Alright, well I guess I keep all of them then.
Lorath always dismissed it. But what changes now?
Hawk, Rune... Restore Resource.
Can't believe you actually found her.
This is the last of it.
Friend of a friend.
Ooh. There's some nice upgrades potentially.
We can't keep running.
Speak with Prava at the place that this whole thing began. Yeah. I don't think that there's much other dialogue. Oh, just realized I should have activated this a while ago. Alright, to walk a different path, I got another well, I guess I already got the level up, or maybe... Well, I got the XP, but it wasn't enough to level me up. I think this last one will level me up to 47. I guess that would be about 45... 48, I think, is what I guessed. Right?
A wanderer and a heretic both.
I could switch out to this, but then I'd have to sort out Yak's Quacks.
I'll be ready.
Dance of Knives... Yeah, I don't have movement speed on this, so I'll skip that. And what now? And I think this is the end, right? Okay, cool. Yay, just in time for Lord of Hatred. Deeds of a Champion. What is it you want? Speak with Ormus. I wonder if I get more XP out of that. But, okay, level 47. I remember, yeah, like 2 seasons ago I was level 40, and then I think last season, when I did it on the PTR, I reached like level 60 at this point, and I was like ready to hit pit 60. But, I don't think I'm like that far off from 60. Like, this is where the XP will start to slow down just for a little bit, and then it'll spike way up, but... Yeah. Here. There you go. Another free level up. Okay. So, yeah, I guessed correctly. Once I saw how this campaign was going, I ended 48 and a half. I think I estimated around level 48 is whereabouts I'd finished. Now I actually... like, yeah, arguably... Yeah, arguably I was a little bit off because I finished the campaign at like level 46 or 47, and then when the messenger comes, like, this is more like the epilogue, but whatever. Like, it's mostly a nitpick, if anything. Okay, so again, level 48. If I did all of the strongholds plus these whispers, I think that I would be able to reach level 60, give or take. So far, like officially, let me just write this in real quick. Let's just say 2 hours and 10 minutes campaign, or, well, storyline end. So 1630 to 210. That comes out to uh like an hour and 55 minutes to reach level 48, and then another like hour and 15. So I'd basically be at 3 hours 15 minutes. I wanted to get to like under 3 hours ideally, but I think that won't happen if if I do the stronghold routine, because I know roughly how long that's going to take. It's very consistent, and well, yeah, it's very consistent, right? It's really consistent. The stronghold leveling method is very consistent because it never really changes. Even between builds, the bosses just get one-shotted. So I know that regardless of what build I use, if I'm starting it around this level of power, then it'll bring me to roughly level 60 in like an hour and 15. Well, let's just say like an hour 30. So, yeah. I'm not going to be able... I still have a lot of damage, that's good. Yeah. Not gonna be able quite to reach it. So the only other way that I might potentially be able to top the stronghold leveling method for XP is by running... Oh, yes, Odious Sector. This comes with plenty of materials. Okay, maybe not nearly as many as I was expecting, but ow, that was a lot of damage. The Angel Breath should help me, because I need to make like elixirs and incense later, so that's that's nice to have. Free the villagers from the cages. Yeah, they do hurt now, though. They're gonna hurt for a little while because, again, like, level 48 to 52 is where the scaling starts to get a little weird and all the numbers start to go way up. Free the villagers from the cages. Okay. Oh, shoot. Yo. He almost killed me with that. Okay. This would be a perfect time to actually sift through my gear. But I also kind of want to use this opportunity to grab some water. Feeling like I could use a bit of a breather here. Too bad I'm not playing my companion druid, because I could just have AFK'd this if I were on my companion druid. I've done that before on like minion necro and companion druid, where I just sit and then just wait for this to finish. Yeah. Okay, gotta be careful with this one. I think Dance of Knives uses my two weapons mainly, so look out for that. Gotten Wisdom. Already looked through that. My skill points have been allocated. Weapon Mastery is maxed out. I mean, I guess I could get extra XP from the kill streak. That's a possibility. Those axes hurt still. Okay. Attack speed and crit chance. That's actually a pretty big upgrade over my current gloves, isn't it? Actually, yeah. Let me switch. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference in damage. Like crit chance and attack speed and max life. Get behind that. I can look through this and see. Salvage all of these. Smoke grenade too, huh? Slay the remaining enemies. Oh yeah, they're draining out my energy here. That's fine, I think. Oh, there's some more enemies here. Come on. Where's the last master? Okay. Speak with Kaitsa. Yeah, okay, sure. Life on hit is pretty useful too. Have to admit. Alright. Great. I can enter the caves now. I haven't leveled just yet. Explore the caves. Alright. I don't know if it's a mistake for me to start off with this one. I guess it's okay. This will bring me to like level 49 or so. Yeah. I usually save strongholds for last, but in this case I don't think it matters that much. Alright, destroy pillars to collapse the cave. Don't need to hit every pillar. Alright. Escape the cave. Ah, that was like the perfect route to take. Clock the kites.
Where have the survivors gone?
Okay. Oh. And for an ascended being, if all he can do is just teleport around, I'm not impressed. Alright. Ouch. Just had a random thought. I wonder if they're ever going to bring back some of the previous seasons, like the boss season. I know not too many people were pleased with that season, but I'm not, actually kind of enjoyed that one. Same thing with the Tree of Whisper, or the Witch Powers season. With all the, not just the Witch Powers, but the Whispers and all that too. I wonder if they'll ever bring that back. Or even like the season of the Construct. Yeah, that was another one too. A lot of people hated that season, but it might be nice to get those Roderick Vaults back. Okay. Where am I here? Dexterity, life. I'll salvage all of these for now. Trap augments. Grasp of Shadow. Now, this is another amazing unique. Because it has ranks to marksman and cutthroat skills, and attack speed and crit chance, so that works really well with Dance of Knives. There's better aspects and uniques, I believe, that are available, but the affixes on this make it, just by itself, it makes it worthwhile to consider using, at least as a temporary measure. And then there's like shadow clones too. Anyway, alright. I did what I needed to here. So now I can go back to Kurast Bazaar and complete the questline Tenets of Depravity. And then later after that I can sort out the whole situation with the dungeons and all that. Questline Tenets of Depravity. Scales of History, Scout's Honor, Pit of Anguish. Okay, hold on a second. Here. It's over here. I see. Is there a faster way to get there? Or do I? I guess it'd be slightly quicker if I go in from here. Yeah. This one is like the slowest But after that, it really starts to ramp up, like the speed at which the XP comes in. And all the dungeons are like the same thing too. You just have to go through 2 areas and then you fight the boss. Damage and chills. Sure. And I think it's here.
I would speak with you, Wanderer.
What's going on here?
Your life is mine!
Okay. Berserk Burn Knight. Okay. We just witness. Hey, Aberrant Cinder. Oh, this. Yeah, this is a Helltide area. No wonder there's meteors falling on me. Was it? I think it's Gyakul, right? Oh, obtain the account of his madness. Yes. Search for it in Kyrgyzstan. Okay. Yeah. Let's finish this up. It is good progress though. 2 hours in, I'm like level 49. That was like much faster than my previous character, like my companion druid. Hear a message from Dimitri. Alright. And now I can head up here, take the portal back, and I think I'm ready to go. Inspect the Night Corpse. Okay. I go in through here. I have to listen to him scream for like a good 30 seconds. So I clear this. Oh, I gotta wait.
Let your screams carry your
Agility skills and Dance of Knives.
interloper. Kill them.
Yeah. I want like a better set of boots later on. Attack speed. I actually switch out my current ring for that one. Actually, come to think of it, I haven't used the Dance of Knives rogue since... Okay, get out of here. It's over here, so I can take this portal. Or this waypoint. The last time I played Dance of Knives rogue was 2 seasons ago. Last season they made it so that items can have... Like, they went back to having 4 affixes rather than 3, right? So one of the affixes I can get on my items now is just attack speed. And if I use attack speed, then, well... Yeah, I can actually get the attack speed bonus up to 100% for my Dance of Knives.
Oh, is that so? Karov doesn't suffer fools.
Okay.
He branded me with that.
Ow. Slay dredges in the dregs in the pit.
Set the Colossus free. See how they do with that.
Watt rune. Oh yeah, stands no chance. Even now. I mean, I would have expected that, like, my gear is... Well, I guess my gear is pretty close to up to date. The game is kind of helping make sure of that with the rewards I've been getting from these quests. With Mars and the Scribe. Yeah, I don't need that. Search for the entrance to Temple of the Profane. Alright. Wait. I heard a treasure goblin here. I can take a bit of a detour, that's fine. If I can get, well, a legendary weapon, this will be an upgrade over my existing ones. Casting weapon, I get an imbuement. Yeah, okay, sure. Casting imbuement, you trigger an explosion around yourself. So every time I activate Shadow Imbuement, I get a shadow explosion around me. It's not bad. And then, of course, there's the root down here.
Before we go further,
Okay. And also, this weapon has an extra 30 damage over my previous one, I believe. So, that helps. That's like a 1.5 times damage increase. Okay, gotta remember to grab the trophy. Okay, so I just gotta send up this ladder here. And there's some dialogue here. I do admit, it would have been nice if they had made it so that we don't, like, that we hear the dialogue, but we can fight them while they're giving the dialogue. Like here, it's like, we're forced to sort of listen to it. Okay, this is my first one. And I'm gonna head down here. More ranks of Dance of Knives, that's good. I don't know why I can't move my one item. Survive the Chamber of Slaughter. Alright, just gonna take these ones out. There you go. Nice and easy. As long as I have my concealment up.
many try their luck at the Chamber of Slaughter. Most end up plagued and dead.
Seek out Grigory for his Condemned trophy. So, I guess I can keep going this way. Enter the Altar of Oblivion. Ah, there. Now I can move it. I'm hoping to find something that has more ranks of Dance of Knives later. Oh. Let me actually activate my concealment for this, just to speed it up. Come on. There. I'm just gonna get out of the way there. Bring the Condemned trophy.
The Chamber of Carnage fells the best ones. I believe in you.
I guess there's no easy way out. If I had teleport, I could hop over from one side to the next, but... Wait a second. Have I not had momentum this whole time? Okay, well, I'm mildly embarrassed. I actually have not been using the momentum key passive this whole time, so I actually could have been going a lot faster and been doing a lot more damage, but I actually neglected it this whole time. I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal, like... Don't know if it would have saved me like a half hour's worth of time, but that's pretty bad, just not having the key passive. Thought I had actually picked it up, but I guess not. I guess I got excited to get all my other damage boosts instead. Yeah, maybe that's where most of my damage, like why most of my damage is, like where all my missing damage is. You know what? There's an easy way to find out. Here, I'm gonna make the adjustment right now. Oh, that's a pretty sad way to... That was like my first death, but okay, sure. Oh, and they spawned me all the way back here. That was not necessary. I thought, like, that death was completely avoidable. Like, I could have chugged down a potion. I thought I could make it, though, but I didn't expect they would do that much damage. Okay, now that I have momentum, does it make that much of a difference? It doesn't feel that much different. I have, like, max stacks on momentum. Nope, nope, not yet. Okay, so I have max stacks now. My movement speed should be also really high, too. Yeah, I feel like I actually am doing a lot more damage now. There. Rest with Victor. Alright. Okay, before I go any further, I just want to take a look at this. Maximum 10 stacks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was missing out on 60% damage the whole time. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, I had more than enough damage. Like, I was just overkilling most of the fights I was taking, but there are a few fights that could have gone a little bit faster. And also, come to think of it, I was short about 30% movement speed. Yeah, those numbers actually do make a bit of a difference, yeah. I don't know how much of a difference. Maybe I could have saved like 5 minutes worth of time if I had the key passive sooner. Yeah. Well, now I know for next time at least. If ever I care to do a run where I'm trying to get it under 3 hours. Or get it done in under 3 hours. I don't think I've done that in a while. Like, the fastest run I ever did was 2 hours in Season 7, but that was, like, not on a recording or a stream. And then this... then I think, like... I don't remember which season it was, but my Dance of Knives Rogue, I think, was able to make it to Torment 1 in, like, 3.5 hours. That's like the second... That's like the fastest I've done on stream or on video. And yeah, if I ever really care to beat that time, then definitely having momentum would make a big difference. But for what I'm trying to test here, I've already successfully gotten the information that I need. Okay. Yeah. This will get me to level 50, too. Done. Level 50. Worldly Endurance. Let's go. Hey, +2 Dance of Knives. Yeah. I want this, but I also need to adjust... I'll have to do that... Oh, hold on a second. Where's the nearest... Maybe Iron Cenotaph. Yeah, let me do that one first. Okay. Questline Tenets of Depravity is complete. And now I just need to do 3 dungeons, and I think I get a couple levels, and then all the ones that come after are significantly quicker, if I remember right. This will take me to close to 60, and then when I make it in Torment 1, I can do the remaining quests to get a stack of 750 item power equipment. Yeah. Heck, I could actually even finish it now. Potentially. That would give me the gear that I need. Like, well, it's nice to complete it in Torment, because if I do it in Torment, I think I get a guarantee, or I actually have a chance to get Ancestrals. If I turn it in Normal, I don't think I have that. Like, you can't get Ancestrals in Normal, so I don't think they let you have it. But if you clear it in Torment, then, yeah, then you can actually get your 750s, and you also get an Ancestral to boot. A Butcher. Animus Carrier. Harbinger's Den. Yeah, maybe these dungeons just make it a lot more likely to get the bloodied sigils. Okay, killed him. Hey, chance for knives, Dance of Knives deal double damage. And a Scattered Prism. Well, it's kind of a big deal. This, yeah, that recipe's kind of a big deal, because now I can throw that on my bow and my knives, and then my Dance of Knives will have pretty much a guaranteed chance to do double damage. Well, maybe not guaranteed, it's gonna be like... trying to remember the math on it. 30%. It's gonna be about like 60%, somewhere between 60 and 66%, like somewhere around there. I think, yeah. So 60 and 68% chance, I think. So that'll be a huge boost in damage for me, but I'll only really worry about that when I get closer to like my closer to Torment 1. There you go. Don't care about any of that. Just need to get through this dungeon as quickly as possible. Oh, speaking of which, let me just get my Shadow Clone up. Alright, that's one down. Assassin augments. Get rid of this. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I need to make some room. My inventory's full, so I'm gonna take a short little breather here. Very short breather. The rest of these items can go. Witness the... Yeah, I don't know why I still have that. Butcher's Cleaver, I don't know why I have that either. This is a pretty big damage boost, or stat boost by itself. Again, I could upgrade... this one I'm gonna get rid of. Dance of Knives, that's not bad. If it comes down to it, that's all I have left, then I will use that as my go-to boots. But otherwise, if I can avoid it, then I will. Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna... Well, since I'm already here, I might as well hit the closest dungeon to this town, right? Then I think I could do one close to Kitchuk, yeah. Okay, Deeds of a Champion, or... This last part of Deeds of a Champion should get me to 51, and then Deeds of a Champion should bring me all the way up to like 53, I think? Yeah. Alright, at least I don't have to go through any sorts of like upstairs or downstairs. It's another upside of these Nahantu dungeons. Nope, I will skip that because I don't think that makes a difference in how the run... Like, I'm only trying to make it to the end. Nothing else matters in the run. Ah, come on. I also should take a look at and calculate if I've reached 200% movement speed yet. Because if I'm not, then you have a bit of a problem. I have 30% from Momentum. I have 20% from Dance of Knives. What does my boots give? 20%. Let's just round it to 20%. I think that's fine. So I'm at 170% at the moment. Yeah, I definitely do need to check later. Wow, this dungeon took like less than... It should have taken like less than a minute. Well, less than 2 minutes, I guess. Definitely took less than 2 minutes. I don't know if I could have made it like even like less than a minute even, or less than like 90 seconds if I just went straight to the end. Well, yeah, I didn't like... Yeah, I was like trying to fiddle with my skills while doing this dungeon, so that's kind of... Could have maybe avoided that. Yeah, I can... Okay, cool. Made it out. Hey, Crimson. You said sup, bruh. Crimson Con, you said sup, bruh. Switch to Rogue, I see. Well, yeah, of course, because I completed the Companion Druid yesterday. Yeah, I think this route is faster. Yeah, I mean, that's how I do things. With my Companion Druid, if I make it to Torment 4, then I put up the build guide for it, or I put together the build guide for it, to be released for when next season starts. There we go. Yeah, so I put together the build guide, and I schedule it for the start of, like, a little before next season begins, right? And then I move on to the next character to try to write another guide for another character that could use it. Yeah, that's how I... Oh, Malignant Burrow. Use that. Nice. That has a lot of items I could salvage, potentially. But yeah, what was my main in Season 11? Companion Druid. Yeah, no, man. Companion Druid is always my first and my main for every season. Like, ever since Season 2. I played Companion Druid every season, but I didn't main it until, Season 2. Like, you can actually check, if you filter through, like, the videos on my channel, like, you can see the proof. Like, Season 2 was out, and back then Domain Tunnels was, like, the meta leveling method, and I really liked doing whispers, so I would go level 1 to 50, and I would mainly just do world tier 1 whispers back then. Oh, but yeah. Anyway, I'll get the legendary in my stash. I don't need to go back for it. Yeah, my main was Companion Druid. I ran the Companion Druid on the first day of the season, and I completed the season journey on the first day of the season. And then I stopped playing after that, because I decided that, well, yeah, with Lord of Hatred campaign coming out, I was saving my energy for that, and because I didn't really think there was much else to play for, which, like, yeah, I know there's, like, Sanctification and all that, but, I mean, in terms of, like, any kind of... Oh, shoot. Oh, they almost killed me with that. I was, like, looking for some kind of progression that was a little more meaningful, I want to say. Okay, so this dungeon does seem to take a little longer than the other ones that I've done so far. Like, the previous one I did only took, like, 90 seconds. This one actually takes me, like, a couple minutes. 2, maybe 3 minutes. And this is while I'm actively paying attention to. Domain was very popular back in the day, yeah. I remember those days, like, yeah, Domain Tunnels was the play, and I think a lot of people were really trying to pay attention to, like, the fastest, like, for leveling guides, people would talk about the fastest build for clearing Domain Tunnels. So for Sorcerer, it was Firewall. For the Druid, I know there was one guy, I can't remember his name, but he ran a Rabies Druid. That was his, like, sleeper strategy that not everybody knew about. Alright, yes, there you go. Indeed, I did make it to level 52 and a half. And Counselor Sehek. Slay the Terror of the Five Hills. Okay, so this is where my XP is just going to start skyrocketing. If I remember right. Slay the Terror of the Five Hills. I'm just going to walk on in. Yeah, what was your main, Crimson, in Season 11? If I were to take a wild guess, I'm going to guess probably Paladin, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I just assumed that the vast majority of people were playing Paladin, but yeah, maybe you were using something different, I don't know. Oh yeah, here. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of troubling me. Where... exit the Undercity. Alright. Back I go. I want the movement speed stuff. Yeah. But, yep, was Paladin, yeah, I believe that. Switch to Sorcerer and stay on her. And I think, like, refresh me, was it Crackling Energy you were playing? Or was it something else? I gotta talk to Ormus now, and I get, like, a free level up out of this again. Oh, there's no more, like, dialogue options, so... Deeds of a Champion, Tree of Whispers. Oh, I got, like, almost 2.5 levels out of that. Talk to the Tree of Whispers. Yep. Level 54 now. Well, basically 55. And then I gotta do all the Hell Tides and all that, too. Yeah. No, but this definitely takes a lot longer than it used to. It used to be quite a bit faster. Oh, I need to do the ones in Nahan, too. Slay the Blood Maiden. Let's do these ones. I can't do Slay the Blood Maiden because I don't have any boss mats available, so... You guessed correct. Whenever I look, I see a Paladin, so I worked on a Sorcerer and built Very nice, both AFK and pit pushing crackling sword. Nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a good guess then. I think the odds were in my favor though with that. Not AFK actually, but lazy one. Nah, I can understand that. It's funny you mentioned that because I was looking to see which, like, because I didn't play much last season, right? And I was making the claim that last season that crackling energy was the go-to, but I wasn't 100% sure. And for Druid, I just assumed that it was poison puddle pulverize, and yeah, like I was right. Like crackling energy and poison puddles, like that hasn't changed very much. Oh wow, 3 chests. Wow, just free loot. All right, yeah. Got like actually got a grim favor out of that too. Anyway, yeah, and I saw some of the videos for people who are pit pushing with the crackling energy sorcerer, and yeah, I can see why it is a popular choice for players because it's so well. Yeah, it's a very comfortable build, and it does a pretty significant amount of damage. Not like paladin levels of damage, but like what can match to up to a paladin right now, right? Like they want it to be as overpowered as can be, and I don't blame them. I think that a lot of people prefer that. Like they want to play a new class and feel like it's actually strong. If it's too strong, then yeah, like I don't think people will mind too much. Like the build has to live, or the class has to live up to the hype, right? So your 3 golem necro was a hard hitter too. I really like that build too. You know, this new unique mace. Yeah, that was the one which gives you access to like multiple. It gives you like multiple golems, right? Like, because normally you can only have one as a necro, and then yeah, you can actually get yourself like 3 instead. I remember they added that, but I never actually got to really mess around with that golem mancer. Same thing with that new sword they released back in like season 9 too. Uh, Sangavor Blade of Zir, I think it was called. Yeah, glad you had some hard hitters though. Yeah. Just realized something. The hour is gonna end. I'm not gonna be able to do the Helltide one. Ah, that's fine. Alright. It gives +2 golem and boost golem. Oh, okay. That's cool. Like, again, I haven't actually tried those. Like, they've actually had some pretty interesting uniques recently. Like, I do have to hand it to them. There's the golem ones for Necro. I think Druid got the Kilt of Blackwing, right? Where you could have, like, your ravens be like storm ravens. I never really got to play around with that properly, and you know, because I always play companion druid, but more specifically, I'm always playing a companion wolves druid. But you know, some people were asking about the ravens companion druid, and I was kind of at a loss. I was like, oh, yeah, I actually don't know how strong it is. I don't know if it's any good. I know that on the PTR it was broken. Like there was like a bug with ravens where you could actually hit like pit 150 because it was doing like, you know, infinite damage, but that's not, I mean, I'm not counting that in this case, of course. Tortured gifts opened. Okay. I will try to do that one last. Blade of Zero was a total disaster. Never found a way to use it. Yeah. I know there was somebody who was advocating for it being pretty good if you set it up a certain way. I don't remember the specifics though. Sorry, maybe it's not Blade of Zir. Which is the one for, like, I haven't played Necro for like 2 seasons now. I kind of gave up on Necro because I feel like if people want Necro content, they're either gonna go to Ponyhoff or Macro Bio Boy. So I didn't really. Hold on a second. Invoke rituals, slay harbingers. Yeah, I'll go this way. Yeah, so because I feel like there's other I mean, I want to even say better alternatives for content. for Necro, like regular content, I decided that it might be better for me to focus my efforts on playing like the other classes. That's why usually I prioritize Thorn's Barb and a Companion Druid now, because I'd rather prioritize focusing on the builds that I know that, other people haven't actively made content on, if that makes sense. But anyway, what was there was like another unique that was released for Skeleton Mages. Which one was that? I think it was a set of gloves, right? Like Hand of Naz, was it? Yeah, Hand of Naz was the other one I wanted to mess around with too. Like I remember when the game first came out, I wanted to kind of be like the summons guy, right? Like I wanted to. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm done. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Oh, ouch, am I dead? Uh, this is normal mode too. I can't even survive in normal. Hold on a second, actually. Yeah, let me just get the Kurast Bazaar first. I wanted to teleport to Tree of Whispers directly, but I don't have a safe spot to do that. Next, Thornbarb, I guess. Okay, so it's funny you say that because I'm actually not sure. Like, okay, hold on. When you say Thornsbarb, do you mean like a unique for it, or you mean like the next character I make on this PTR? Ah, whatever. I'll just trigger it. I want to get this over with. Collection of two-handers, yes. I regret that. I should have done one-handers because I need. I think the Dance of Knives scales with one-handers. It's a mistake on my part. Yeah, it's fine. Hand of Naz. Okay, only Skelly Mage setup. It was good in this season as well. Still viable build. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm glad to hear it. So, what's the strongest Necro build right now? I didn't actually take a look at that. You seem to know a lot more about it than I do. The Hantu has drawn the attention of the Tree of Whispers. Okay, 2 more levels. Travel to a Helltide region. Yeah, this is about to end. Open 5 Tortured Gift, slay a Blood Maiden, slay Duriel. How would I slay a Duriel, though? Yeah, that's weird. How do I slay a Duriel? Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on normal. Oh, kind of greedy, though. How much time do I have left? I have 102 cinders. Yeah, and only 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't think I have enough time to get everything. Maybe I do. I'm gonna, ow. I think I'm gonna try for it. Here, hold on a second. Oh, I ended up getting a bow after all. Oh wow, that's a massive upgrade. No wonder, these monsters like these explosions are instantly killing me. The game expects me to have probably like 1,000 life by now, but I'm still using the same gear as about 10 levels ago. Yeah, I don't think I can I farm 50 cinders? Maybe. If I had slightly better weapons, if I've actually picked up one-handers from the, cache, then this would be a lot easier, but I didn't. That was a mistake on my part. Okay, so you said, actually I didn't try Shadow build, probably was strong too, so basically both solo and summon builds are still viable. I think that Shadow is traditionally like the strongest build, like, Blizzard keeps like nerfing these Shadow builds, but despite their attempts to nerf it, it's still very, very strong, is what I've seen at least. Yeah, don't feel like I've really seen a season where Shadow, like in recent memory, right? Like maybe when the game first launched, it was a little different, but I don't remember a season in recent memory where Shadow was actually bad. So, okay, yeah, normally I would set it to like Penitent and all that, but I wanted to clear this. I wanted to complete that so that on the next Helltide, I just need to pop open 3 chests to complete that, this mission for the Tortured Gifts. Okay, I'll use this opportunity to get rid of magics and maybe some of these other items. I can't do anything with this in the PTR, I believe, unless they fixed it, but yeah. I don't really want to look at my gear just yet. Okay, I think that's fine for now. That'll last me long enough for me to... Okay, there's like a couple things that need to happen right now. Okay, for 4 seconds after evading, I can do this. I can pick up this, and I want critically striking. Crit chance is increased by 9%. Alright, that's already... I already pumped that up. Gain damage reduction. Imbued skills gain crit chance. Ultimate skills deal increased damage. Yeah, I guess I could start pumping up. Yeah, this is where I could consider reworking my build so I can get like cold imbuement for more damage. That was an option. But until then, I can, I think, focus on getting more ultimate skill damage, I guess. What's my movement speed at? 135% base movement. Plus, I don't even know where I'm getting 135% from, but sure. I'm not complaining. 20% from this, and then 30% from my key passive. Comes out to like 190% around there. That's not too bad. I can live with that. Okay, so now I can use this opportunity while I'm waiting to turn in the PvP whispers and be done with it. You said Compa Druid Guide would be good. Am I on Mobalytics or Max Roll? Max Roll, actually. Let me link you to my Companion Druid Guide. It's a little outdated, though. But I also, like, when I do my build... Oh, ouch. Almost killed me with that one hit. With that first hit. Yeah, when I do my build guides, I usually do it in a video format. Like, if you take a look at the videos that I've released on this channel, like the most recent one that I... Oh, wait. Where's the... Oh. It's, like, missing. It's supposed to be, like, around here, but I don't know why it's, like, gone. Last time I played, I just assumed that another player used it, but 2 in a row is a little bit suspicious. So I guess I can go down to this altar. Alright, I'll just wait here then. Oh, what? Alright. Yeah, these guys are, like, actually killing me. I mean, close to killing me, at least. Yeah, like, they actually hit me and I almost die. I'm actually genuinely a little upset. Ooh, daggers. Okay, this would be an upgrade. I don't even need to look at it. I already know that that's got to be an upgrade. Actually, I should probably take a look at what gear I have. I'm sure that I got, like, improvements across the board. Yeah, that's like an extra 80 life right there. Just that one item. Another dagger, but this one's pretty weak. Ooh, this one's much stronger. 300 life. Yeah, okay, that should help. All right. And then I can do one more here. I still have like another minute before the next boss spawns. Time to check my PTR Paladin. I'll stop by later. Cheers. Okay. Yeah. Take care. Thanks, Crimson. Hope you enjoyed hanging out. It was a fun chat. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow when I do Torment 1 to Torment 4 with the Dance of Knives Rogue. Which, again, like, earlier I was talking about, like, there's, like, go-to content creators for Necro already. But I don't know if there's too many people who do Dance of Knives Rogue as their go-to, because a lot of the pit pushers prefer other Necro, or other, Rogue builds. And this build usually gets... I'll get sidelined in that regard. Okay, let me turn this in now. Nice. Hey, Medivh. What's up, man? I'm just doing, so the Season 12 PTR is up for Diablo 4, and I did the Companion Druid, yesterday, like 1 to 60, and then Torment 1 to 4, and I even, finished putting together the video build guide. That's what took me the longest. Well, maybe not as long as actually doing Torment 1 to 4, but still. So now I'm doing the same thing for Dance of Knives Rogue, and well, this is like the 1 to 60, and I'm almost done the 1 to 60. I'm actually like already level 57 in 2 hours and 45 minutes, I think. Yeah. What's up with you? What's new? How are you doing? There you go. I'm done with the ritual. Okay, and then the Helltide is available here. I don't know what it means when it says Slay Duriel, though, because there's no Duriel anymore, so yeah, I don't know how that would work in this case. Cinders collected. I guess I'm gonna find out. It might be bugged because there's no way to spawn Duriel anymore. There used to be a way to spawn Duriel. I think like literally just last season, it was they had like bosses invade other regions. So maybe when it says Slay Duriel, the game still thinks that that. Well, yeah, maybe the game still thinks that that's part of the whole leveling schema, but it's not. Right. I am here because I wanted to set this to Penitent, and then turn in the reward. Last time I turned it in directly at the Tree of Whispers because I kind of had to. But here, let's do collection. Wait, what's the worst that I've got right now? Okay, probably chest plate. Yeah, that one's a given. All right, I need to slay a Blood Maiden no matter what anyway, so I should set it to normal. Yep. I think I'm gonna see what happens with Duriel. Maybe I'm gonna actually be bricked on Duriel. I'll have to see. Okay, this might take me a little bit, actually. I need to farm 175 cinders. I need to get oh, ouch. Yeah, they hurt. They actually hurt. Because my gear is just not up to date. Ow. Collection of chest plates. Let's see if I can find something a little bit more useful. And yeah, hoping for an upgrade. Yep, there we go. Extra 120 life. My resistances aren't very good either. I should probably just get like some diamonds. Yeah. How are you? How have you been, Medivh? I feel like I'm actually gonna reach 60. Like, I could probably just run like 1 or 2 strongholds and be done with it. Now that I think about it, I'm just looking at it right now, right? Like, just taking a look at the gameplay time. I'm at about like 2 hours and 47 minutes at the moment of gameplay time. If instead of the Helltides, I just did like the fastest available strongholds, I could get to 60 in like the next 10 minutes. Or I could have gotten there within the next 10 minutes, and then probably Pit would take me another 5 minutes, and then I'd actually be able to have completed this in under 3 hours. Although I guess I would still need to adjust my gear so I can actually clear Pit 10. But yeah, there's definitely room to get the run under 3 hours, which is what I was aiming for in the first place. And this is like with the first character. If you have like all of the I don't have any magics. I can get rid of, I don't know, this one. Toss that. Yeah, I think that there's like earlier I neglected momentum. Right? Momentum key passive and all that.
At least I can put my skills to use.
Oh, yeah. Now I gotta actually keep farming it up. And I also gotta slay Blood Maiden too. Really do wonder. Like, I don't have the Baneful Hearts. Well, at least I have a good amount of damage now. Zanrune. My boots need a better set of boots at this point. I could probably, well, I'm keeping them because I have movement speed, I remember now. Maybe my rings. Yeah, I need to switch out my rings next. I think that's where most of my resistances are supposed to come from. Oh, there we go. That's an upgrade. Where's my amulet? Oh, that's a pretty big increase. This one too. I don't think I have another ring. Okay, now they do like no damage because I actually properly adjusted my gear. Okay, weapon. I'll probably salvage that. I need to keep this one. Oh, this one's even better. I should even toss this. Dread Blame. Okay. Yeah. Maybe when my threat meter pops, I can get some hearts from that. There. Now I don't have to worry about dying anymore. I have like 1500 life just by throwing on like the highest item power equipment. And I also have enough damage to dog walk everything, which is what I was aiming for in the first place. Yeah, I don't need this. Oh, there's an event here. I might as well do the event while I'm hanging out.
Found a promising ore deposit.
I admit, though, this is one of those times where I can't... Well, if there was somebody who did pop the, who actually opened up Blood Maiden, I probably would skip it just because I don't have the materials. I wouldn't have had the materials to open Blood Maiden, so I would have tried to operate under the assumption that I wouldn't have been able to fight Blood Maiden. I'm gonna skip picking up items for a little while. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I still have no Baneful Hearts. Maybe these... Maybe the Legion event? Maybe the Hellborn might give it to me. I'll actually fight the Hellborn, I kinda have to. I need to pick up whatever will give me... Oh yeah, whatever I can get. Hey, I actually got the Whisper. Oh. And I think this one will finish too. Nice. Alright, collect Considers. Now all that's left is the Blood Maiden. Nope, still no Baneful Hearts. Now I'm just down to the Hellborn. Hellborn is the last. And I still have 0 Baneful Hearts. Yeah. I hate this. Like, to be honest. Alright. I think I've had enough. I think I actually need to... Did I get any Baneful Hearts? I didn't get a single one. But I do have enough to open 3 Tortured Gifts. Alright, here's what needs to happen. There's like way too much stuff on the ground right now. Let me just check. All my items are rares, right? So... I hate these bloodied items. I actually feel like bloodied items are so... It's like another category that my... that when I try to sort items, like, it'll kind of skew how the items are ordered and organized. So it's a little awkward in that regard. I'm gonna salvage this. Ooh, max life, resistance to all elements. This is like all resistances, but I think my current one is fine. Oh, yeah, stolen vigor aspect. Now that's a good one. I'll worry about that later though. Um, max life, lightning resistance. Yeah, I could use that. My current one's better, except that one has exploit, but still, I don't think that's worth it. Same thing here. Yeah, retribution aspect, yeah, like I could use that too. Oh, this one's an upgrade. Wow, actually like the physical resistance on my existing one more. All right, and then I'm gonna throw my uniques in here. Later, I might use them. I'll keep my boots here too. Shoot. There. Back into the tundra I go. Okay. Medivh, you said stop playing Diablo. I just play PoE 2 sometimes. Ah, okay, I see. I mean, that's fair. I can kind of understand that. I feel like D4. I want to say D4 hasn't changed too much in the last little while. I don't really feel like I can understand why you don't have much reason to play D4 right now. There's not really much that's different as compared to, like in comparison to some of the recent seasons. Like not much has changed about the game. Although I'm curious, like maybe I should ask you directly, like why? So why did you stop playing? Was there like I'm just making the assumption that that's it, but maybe you have your own reasons for not wanting to play. I'm not sure. So I guess more directly, yeah. Why did you? What made you stop playing? I'll get rid of these gloves. They are nice, but I need to get some more life the merrier, I guess. Dungeon keys. Ah, yes, that's another issue too. Vile Splendor. Lethal Shrines. Yeah, there's like way too many of these. Back to the Occultist. Salvage all of these. Okay. I don't know why, but the sigils that were on the ground are like no longer there. Like I left them there on purpose because I was gonna come back and pick them up, but that's not. Apparently, that's not an available option. All right. What else do I see here? Blood Maiden, 43 minutes. 3 tortured gifts. Okay, I kind of messed up. I was actually supposed to set it to Penitent first. I think I can take on Penitent now with how strong my character is in his current state. Or her current state. Yeah, I know what needs to happen. I also need to do the PvP zone whisper, I think. I'm probably not going to have enough to spawn a Blood Maiden. Unless all 3 tortured gifts I open magically spawn me. Here it is. Yeah, unless all 3 of the tortured gifts I open decide to give me like a baneful heart. Yeah, I'm not gonna be getting a baneful heart, or enough baneful hearts to spawn Blood Maiden. Just don't see that happening. Nope, that one definitely did not. Yeah, I feel so finicky, finding these baneful hearts. Luckily there's no monsters in this area. Ah, I got 1 baneful heart. And all this time, I managed to find just a single one. Wait, what? There was a chest here and it disappeared. I got baited. It actually said there was a chest up there and then it just vanished when I came close. It's nice to know. Nice. There. Okay, I've opened 3. And this one didn't even give me a baneful heart. So, yeah, I have a grand total of 1 baneful heart. Which means that, the only other place for me to go... Oh, shoot. The only other place for me to go is the PvP zone, what I can tell. Yeah, I gotta set it to normal. But after the PvP zone, I had to figure out if I want to turn in my whispers or if I should do some other activity like a stronghold to get to 60 instead. Yeah, it would be nice if this took me directly to 60, but apparently the game has other plans and ideas. Seething Abomination. Alright. How many whispers do I have? Or how many grim favors? Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright. Yeah, okay, let's see how much this gives me. Probably not enough. Yep, I'm still short like half a level. So, knowing that I'm short half a level, I can either turn in my whisper now. Yeah, this is fine. I can either turn in my whisper now, or the other option is that I can pop open one of these. Forgotten Wisdom. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop open one of these because I'm not gonna use it, right? Should I set to Penitent at least before I do? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, well, I just crossed the 3-hour mark on my gameplay. Wasn't quite able to make it to 60, but, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that just because, well, there were some mistakes that I made. But also, there's certain things that are different. That are different from what I expected. Because, again, like last PTR, as soon as I completed the storyline, I was already pretty much done, right? But, oh wow, there's a treasure goblin there. I'm not gonna be able to catch it, though. Yeah, I completed the seasonal questline and all that, and then I was... Or not the seasonal questline. I completed the campaign storyline, and I had already hit 60, but yeah, it's good to know that this is still the fastest way to level, I think. Like, think about it. Oh, and there's an experience well here too. Well, I guess this is next P sigil dungeon, but like, think about it, right? Yesterday when I was playing my companion druid, it took me like 2.5 hours just to make it to like level 40, level 45, I think. And then I did like a Forgotten Wisdom Nightmare Sigil to reach 50. And then after that is when I did all the strongholds. So really, it took me like 4 hours, maybe a little more than that, 4.5. And I could argue that I could have, like, I took it a little slower than I did this run. But still, I'm shaving off like I'm clearing this in about 3 hours. Like, I am actually going to reach level 60 very soon, probably in the next couple packs or so. And if indeed I am hitting level level 60 in like 3 hours flat, right? Well, let's just say like 3 hours flat. I think it's basically 3 hours, like, give or take, right? Then I'm still saving like an hour and a half. Like, it's 50% faster because I'm taking like 2/3 the amount of time. So, oh, okay, there we go. I'm done. I'm gonna get out of here now. Did what I needed to. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just trying to... Not really letting me leave, are they? Okay. Yeah. Concealment would have been nice, but I didn't have it up. Alright, I'm done, finally. Now, yeah, like I was saying, 3 hours and... Here, I just gotta write this in. 3 hours, 19 minutes, level 60. Okay. Did my game crash? Nope, I'm still here. Wait, what? Okay, something funky is going on with the game. But yeah, it took me just a little over 3 hours. I think it's fair to say 3 hours. Okay, you know what? Let me just restart Diablo 4 real quick, and then I'll give my thoughts. I'm just gonna pause here. Maybe take a short breather or two. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm right back at it. Sorry about that. Game crashed on me unexpectedly. Hold on a second. So, yes, right. I just hit level 60. I mean, this is perfect timing too, because that Forgotten Wisdom sigil, I guess, got used up. Before I turn in the Raven of the Tree, I'm gonna actually look at what I have available, because it's time for me to start prepping for the pit, right? So, first things first, I gotta look through the weapons. Oh, well, that's convenient. They already give me all three of the things that I'm looking for. I mean, it would have been nice if these came with a fourth modifier, but I think this is perfectly fine where it's at. Dexterity, life on hit, resource cost reduction. That's totally okay. I can replace resource cost reduction with life. And I think that should be fine by itself. Yeah, let me switch it. Max life. Okay, yeah. This one, damage over time. I'm going to switch that for life on hit. Nice. And then this one, I'm going to take out vulnerable damage and replace it with max life. Perfect. Exactly what I was looking for. And I'm going to use tempering first before I imprint the aspects that I want, assuming I even have any aspects at all to imprint, but yeah, let's see. 16.7%. 16%, so that already comes out to like 32.7. And then same thing with this, 31%. So 32 plus 31, I have like 63% chance for Dance of Knives to deal double damage. These were like low rolls. I guess I could like re-roll this. Ah, it's fine, I'll just leave it. That's okay. I can also add some sockets. You gotta do it in this order before I imprint, because once I imprint, it's just magically gonna get a lot more expensive. Okay, so that is for that's for weapons. Where's armor? Armory? No, not looking for the armory. I'm looking for the guy that hmm. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna go back to Karagar. I guess there's no difference between Karagar and Kyovashad, but here in Karagar, I actually know everything is. In fact, I'm actually going to mark it as favorite now that the campaign is over. All right, Helm. I mean, that's useless to me on the PTR. Otherwise, I would have taken that. Hey, this is a nice set of pants too. Gold actually does have a use for gearing up. That's nice. I wonder if they're letting us get Ancestrals now too. But yeah, this is a huge help. Since now I don't have to, like, I have an outlet to get 750s before I walk into Torment, which is nice. Yeah, I would replace my amulet with this. Just chop for all of these, right? 1, 2, 3. And then now I just need a helm, a chest armor, and gloves. I'm curious about something. If I gamble for it, would I get it? Here, let me do my cap for, or let me do a tunic actually. Oh wow, yeah, they made it so that we just straight up get 750 if we're level 60. There's no, like, previously you can't get 750 item power rares, but yeah, they've changed it. Now you can. Alright, well in that case, yeah, that makes things a little easier for me. I'll just do that because the Bloodied Helm It's a bloodied helm, so I can't imprint anything onto it. A little stupid, but I think that's a bug. Gloves, and then a helm. Let me just double check what I just said, because maybe they fixed it. I don't know. Yep, nope, they still haven't. I still can't imprint on bloodied items. Okay, and then a cap. There you go. That's a little unfortunate. Well, alright then. Oh, hey, look, I got Star Shards aspect. Well, that's fine. This makes things a lot easier. I can just salvage everything. Yeah. I can just salvage everything and sort of... Wait, my boots. Oh, yeah, right. For boots, I was tempted to use Dance of Knives, but at the end of the... Oh, I actually have 750 gloves. Oh, wait, no, these are the gloves that I was supposed to put on. Alright, let me replace those real quick. 750 pants. Where's my chest armor? There you go. Yeah, should have equipped it right away. So I can still get magic items, I guess. I can still get magic item. Well, it hits a 750 item power magic item. Interesting. And yeah, I'd like to keep these boots, but I actually prefer having 750s over +2 ranks to boots. I don't know if it matters if I'm opening this in a lower Torment or not. I only got like 386. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that works, but it's fine. Whatever. I'll just cap out. No pun intended, but I'll cap out on my 750s, I guess, and then I'll save the obols for later. It's no big deal. I'll get more obols later when I run a whole bunch of the pit. Alright, let me get to work here. Concealment cooldown reduction. There's like a lot of stuff that I need to adjust now. So I figured out, okay, my weapons are the easiest ones to sort out. So let me deal with those first. Quacks. I was doing yaks. I've got plenty of movement speed. It was like yaks quacks, wasn't it? Okay, well, what other ones do I have? Concussive Stomp. Cast 5 skills. Sure, why not? Gain crit chance. Well, I'm trying to rely on concealment for that. Maybe every time I drink a healing potion, I should get, like, Watt Rune instead to activate. For execute. Well, I kind of like the extra damage, though. Watt Rune isn't as useful as, like, doubling my damage. Yeah, I think it's okay. Evading twice. Sure. I don't need more crit chance. I don't need to restore resource. I'm not spending a resource, so who cares about any of those? I'm going to add sockets to everything. Actually, that should be the last thing I do, now that I think about it. Because I don't know what what my final rolls are going to be on these. Okay, so this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Life on hit, damage. Yep, just had to triple check. Okay, now I can actually start imprinting on my weapons. Star Shards. Oh, now consumes combo points, dealing 30% increased damage per combo point. Oh, they changed it. They changed Star Shards. Maybe last season or something. 30% increased damage per combo point, granting up to 3 additional charges. Okay, well, in that case, I should actually be doing this instead of Inner Sight, since I have Star Shards now. Yeah. I become unstoppable for 3 seconds every 6 seconds. Okay, well, I mean, Dance of Knives is also a cutthroat skill, right? So this essentially means I'm reaching 60%. 60% increased damage like all the time, because momentum is pretty much up. all the time. Also, yeah, the 30% increased damage is a static value, so I made the right call, putting it on like a weapon. What other offensive aspects did I get? Increased potency, sure, I can consider that one. Blast Trapper. Well, enemies are unstoppable. Well, when are they ever unstoppable for me? Yeah, I could just do this one, I guess. If a boss gets staggered, it could help. Okay, that's fun. That's fine and out of the way. This is decent. I could get better 750s when I make it into Torment, so vulnerable damage. I can roll this off. It's really too bad that I can't complete the this quest line, because if I could and I could get like a set of 750s, it would save me a lot of trouble. I think they all come as like legendaries too. But anyway, all right, let me roll this off. Life on hit. I could maybe do better than that, right? Yeah, max life. I was hoping for attack speed or crit chance, but I mean, just make do with what I have. Oh, yeah, you know what else I can do? I can actually slap on Shadow Crash, Chilling Weight. I'll just do Cutthroat attack speed for now, yeah. Because I don't really have attack speed anywhere else, so. Agility cooldown reduction, subterfuge cooldown reduction is what I'm looking for. Just trying to reduce concealment. Actually, as a matter of fact, for concealment, utility, no, I guess I don't have it yet. Nope, I got nothing for concealment. Well, that's okay. In that case, I'll just have to make do with what I have. These are fine right now. I'm not going to be switching anything else out on this, so I'll put on the other. I already have Retribution, so it's Exploiters that I want. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I'm going to do Exploiters. Or, I mean, I think that's okay, sure. Breaking Stealth heals me. Protecting Aspect. Like, I actually have so many use. Like, if I was doing, like, a full-on speedrun, I should actually just skip all this. I should just have the 3 offensive aspects. I think already with this setup, I could probably take on bit 10. Maybe I should. I'm kind of tempted to just run it, like, as is, and not worry about everything else. Marksman skill also throws piercing daggers. Yeah, this probably would help. Although I probably need to have movement speed on this first. Movement speed, yeah. It's a nice roll here. Let me switch out healing received for mobility. Yeah, let's get mobility on this. And then on this, life per 5, dodge chance. I mean, these are like temporary items anyway. Like, I don't know if I care so much. Maybe I really should just leave it. Might be overkill to like gear up everything. I have, like, as long as I have max life on everything, I think it's okay. That's like the one thing that really matters, I would say. Healing received, lucky hit chance. I don't think I'm really relying on lucky hit chance. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I have max life on everything. I think that's like the main thing that matters. Everything else is, like, I can kind of live without. Okay, sure. This one, though, I could use some dexterity. Yeah, max life, max life, max life. I could try to temper with max life, but I don't even think I have a good. I got like 27 to 41. That's pretty pathetic. If I had the legendary version, then that'd be great. Oh, concealment cooldown reduction might actually be useful. Yeah, concealment cooldown reduction. Now that I can kind of get behind. Concealment cooldown reduction. As a matter of fact, I have like a bunch of points still, don't I? These should actually all be in concealment so that I can activate concealment more often. Yeah, don't know how I'd completely forgotten about that. Alright, I got movement speed and... got stuns. I don't think I care. Yeah, mired. This is the one. Applies vulnerable. Sure. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I can ignore these two. And then lastly, I have... Oh, that was a total misclick. Otherwise, movement speed was an available option. I would have taken that easily. 2 to alchemical advantage. What's alchemical advantage?
Writer soul.
Alchemical advantage, this one? Well, do I even do any poison damage?
Magic is neither good nor evil. How may I help?
Frigid Finesse? Yeah, why not? Which one's Frigid Finesse? I think Frigid Finesse is... Yeah, increased damage to chilled enemies. Alright, well, this will be useful later if I switch over to Cold. And then this one, I can either do attack speed or I can do agility. Subterfuge cooldown reduction to reduce concealment even more. But right now, I think I'll do cutthroat attack speed. I'm kind of low on attack speed, so that would be fine. Cutthroat attack speed, and then cutthroat attack speed. This one even has cooldown reduction, doesn't it? Let me get rid of resource cost reduction for... Oh, attack speed. How convenient. Okay. Yeah. I think this is fine. Good enough. Got a decent chunk of attack speed across the board.
Mostly.
Add a socket here. I don't have enough aspects, so I'll just make do with what I have. And I also don't have enough materials. I need to do more whispers when I get into Torment, but, you know, that's for me to figure out later. Or maybe even some of the Nightmare dungeons that have gem fragments. Huh. Emeralds, I believe, are for dexterity, so let me get 4 of those. And probably another 2 for these. What about my resistance? So lightning, cold, and poison. Lightning and cold. Oh, well. Lightning, poison, and where's my sapphire? There. Okay, I mean, that's about as good as it gets for the time being. And then I just get some elixirs and incense, and I'm ready to go. How long did that take? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be getting this in just under 4 hours in total. 1 elixir of fortitude, 1 spiral morning, 1 redamine buzz, 1 soothing spice. Can I do another one? Is that possible at all? 2, 3. Oh wow, that's actually perfect. Just the right amount for 2 of each. Okay, I'm ready to go. Oh, and I just noticed that I still have Raven of the Tree. I guess I can turn that in when I get into Torment. Yeah, that's actually perfect. Then I can get my rewards scaled for Torment 1. Yeah. Alright, folks. To anybody who's watching, hope you've enjoyed the run so far up until this point. I'm at 3.5 hours on the recording, and about 3 hours and 15 minutes of gameplay time. Again, I think that there are a few ways I could have shaved off time here and there. And in the live season, if I did this as a second character, I'd probably have more damage because I'd have more skill points and all that. And hopefully they resolve the situation with Blood Maiden. Oh, and I would have had materials for like Blood Maiden. But I think the biggest issue is slaying Duriel. Like, I think this is a glitch because that just doesn't make sense. Like, Duriel no longer exists. So hopefully they fix that when the season goes live. But otherwise, yeah, very close to 3 hours. And yeah, now if I factor in the pit, I think this run will come out to a total of like 3 hours and 30 minutes of gameplay time to reach Torment 1. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna rejoin. And yeah, just so I can record this and upload it. But otherwise, I hope you've all enjoyed the run up to this point, and I'll see you all on the other side. Well, that's that. Dance of Knives Rogue doing what it does best, that being to dog walk it in under 2 minutes. Well, under 3 minutes, I guess. But yeah, my companion druid has more damage, but it doesn't. As always, it doesn't have nearly the same level of speed that the Dance of Knives Rogue has. Just love this build. Every time I switch back over to Dance of Knives Rogue, I'm reminded of just how clean the clears are for uh, fast, like easier content. Like just yeah, I mean, even going through the game, like level 1 to 60 is just so fast. That's basically the theme of this whole like 1 to 60 run. Like, yeah, I was doing the campaign, but it still goes through the campaign quicker than most of the other, most if not all of the other characters and builds in the game. So, yeah, always a reliable choice, at least when it comes to going from 1 to 60. Uh, Going from Torment 1 to 4, on the other hand, might be a completely different story. I also have a whole bunch of boss sigils I'm going to need to run. So that'll be fun, trying to sort that out so that I can get my like uniques or just whatever uniques I need, generally speaking. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. Got some half decent bloodied uniques too, because why not? Let me just see if well, these are not useful. This one too, I would salvage. Oh, and I gotta upgrade my headhunter glyph of course. Wait. Versatility glyph, non-basic and non-core skills. Oh, well, I'm in luck. Dance of Knives is non-basic, non-core. This is actually going to be a better upgrade than Headhunter. I usually like to take Headhunter first, but given the circumstances, I might just take Versatility instead. And then I can actually start working my way through here, but I'll figure that out when I get into Torment. Anyway, overall, the run so far has been incredibly smooth. That's sort of to be expected. I mean, I've like it's shaping up to be a run that's like under 4 hours, which is shaving an hour off of most characters, which take like 5 hours. If I pull up my Thorns barb, let me just take a look at this real quick. I have like a little bit of time, so last season on the PTR when I did the Thorns Barb level 1 to 60 using the campaign leveling, it took me 4 hours and 30 minutes in total. So this run, I think, is closer to, let me just take a look here, 3 hours, 45 minutes. Yeah, I shaved off almost an hour. And that's despite the fact that my Deeds of a Champion is bugged. Otherwise, again, I could have saved even more time. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was also down Baneful Hearts, but I'm just saying, like, with regards to Duriel, that's the main reason why I skipped that. Uh, but anyway, so that's all I got, I guess. I guess we'll see what comes in Torment. Dance of Knives Rogue still remains very strong. And then last of all, the seasons mechanics, like how do I feel about them? I mean, I already shared my thoughts about it, but I think that it's largely, I mean, at the beginning of the gameplay even, I feel like it's largely underwhelming. There's not really much to be said. It's just about the bloodied sigils. I'm kind of excited to play around with those in Torment. But the bloodied items and the kill streaks kind of leave much to be desired. Like they're sort of nice to have. I'm gonna go to Kmart here and set it to Torment, and then hop off. But the kill streaks are kind of nice, but they don't really give anything too noteworthy. I think it's fair to say. So yeah, I feel like they could up or improve a lot of the stuff that they've added. Like the bloodied items should at least be able to have imprints or aspects imprinted and all that, but we'll see how it goes in the live season. For the time being, though, I think I'm done. Tomorrow I'm going to continue my run, Torment 1 to 4, but otherwise, yes, that was my gameplay for level 1 to 60. So I hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you all tuning in. Thanks everyone for watching. Adventure out.